Hello everybody and welcome, it's your boy Logic and we're coming with a stream today which is going to be BattleMania. So this is going to be a multiplayer tournament where we've built a bracket today which is 2 losses and you guys get knocked out. So it's a best of 1 where everybody here, we had 16 competitors today, every single person has played, and if you've lost twice you're going out of the tournament, but if you lose once you drop into the losers bracket. So today we're going to be doing the winners bracket which is going to be up against a rubber duck ball here and it will be a Noob for Life. So let's have a look at the chat here. So looking forward to the madness. So we can save it though. So I ban. Think so. Oh, just jump in there. You ban 1, I ban 1. Okay. And let's check the map out here. So it looks like we're going to be doing River Amaxon. Let's hop that in here as well. That's what we're playing. River Amaxon should be. So just like we have the first ban here from Noob for Life, which is going to be Dowie. We're going to be banning Dowie there from him. Not a big fan of these stunties, I don't think. So that'll be interesting from him. Hey Flex, how you doing, man? How's it going? So it looks like there's going to be a ban for the Skaven coming in from Rubber Duck War here. So for those that didn't see, do go check it out later on. Rubber Duck War did have a fantastic fight up against Owie Dowie with some Dino on Dino violence. It was a lot. So it just looks like we're waiting for these guys here just to pick and ban. But what we do also have coming up after this, guys, is after the winners semi-final, we're going to be having the 2 losers semi-finals, which will then progress into the losers final, which will then, the winner of the losers final will go into the winners final. And in the winners final, the loser must win twice against the winner to win the entire tournament, as the winners bracket winner would not have lost a single game yet. So it looks like there's going to be a Lizardman ban and a Dowie ban. So it looks like he doesn't want to be facing the Dowie or Lizardmen. 2 good bans there. Dowie are very, very good at countering. I think Rubber Duck Awards. Oh no, he's gone Lizardmen. Sorry, banned Skaven. I do apologise. So it looks like he wants to bait out the mirror match. I think that should be quite interesting here. How's your day going, Flex? You doing well? Having a good day today? So it looks like it's going to be. I think he is going to call him out here on the Lizardmen. So that could be quite interesting. A Rubber Duck War does have a few that he can go, but I think if anybody knows a Rubber Duck War, another mirror. Oh, nice, dude. Nice. Thanks for jumping over. Ducky is my housemate for those that don't know. Him and I have been playing Warhammer for quite some time. I've played a lot of campaign stuff. I probably put over 1,000 hours into campaign, whilst he's gone to more of the multiplayer side, but he's really dragged me over to want to play multiplayer. I've been playing a lot over this time. So I do apologise for those of you that I am quite new to the multiplayer scene, but I really want to get these tournaments out there for you guys so we can have lots of you seeing it all the time. Well, we have a Josh. We have a Josh Holcomb in the chat. How you doing, big boy? How you doing? How's it going today? Just waiting for Rubber Duck War to have a pick here, and then we'll have our armies ready to go. Good guys. I'm not actually playing today. I'm just I'm casting these battles. So we have a tournament today, Josh. We have a tournament today where we've had a 60-man tournament, whether it's double elimination, where it's a best of 1. So each person brings an army. So what happens is player 1, whoever's at the top of the bracket, they ban a faction. Then player 2 bans a faction. player 1 then bans another faction and picks a faction, and then player 2 picks one. So it's going to be 1v1, and if you lose, you go into the loser's bracket, and then you play other people in the loser bracket. If you lose in the loser bracket, unfortunately, you go out. But if you do go into the loser's bracket and you get all the way through to the final, you play in the actual final. So it's something different here that I haven't seen on in the Warhammer scene. So I think it's really nice for perhaps newer players as well, so that you can have the really good players at the top playing against each other, and the newer players like myself playing at the bottom. And it allows people to then, at the end as well, it gives people good challenges. I think it's a nice challenge for everybody. Yes, I think Robodog was having a chat with his. Oh, he's gone for Coast. I think now this is the. I think if anybody knows a Robodog War here, I think we damn well know that he is not a big fan of Coast. I'd be very surprised if he goes Coast here. I think for the stream, he's not going to be... Oh, has he gone Dark Elves? I think this is a bold pick if he goes Dark Elves. I don't know how I feel about this one. What do you guys think? Robodog War is good on Vampire. He is good. But he's not his favourite faction. He's not a big undead player. He doesn't really like that very much. He doesn't like undead factions really very much. So when you're talking Coast, Counts... when we're talking just any undead factions, he's not a fan. Is he going Dark Elves? Is he going to go Dark Elves? He might go Dark Elves. I think he's probably going through some of the builds. He's got some preset builds where he goes like Dark Elves versus Lizard Men. I think he'll decide. I think for me, Dark Elves are nowhere near as strong as they used to be. Pretty much the one thing you could use them for is skirmishing, and I think you just got better factions at it now. So I think it's very difficult here for... I don't know if I like it, because Lizard Men are very good at counter skirmishing. So I do like it for the Lizard Men here. So it could be very interesting to see where Robodog War goes with this, because he's a very, very good talented player, and he generally goes against the cuff. He is a player that brings stuff that isn't quite what you would consider the normal, but he always brings stuff that always surprises me. Him and I play quite a lot, and actually he'll bring something that it just completely throws me off, and I'm just not ready for it. And he has some builds that I try and use that I couldn't use for the life of me, but he makes it look so easy. So it looks like here as well. So in the loser bracket semi-finals, we have a Stormrunner and Owie Dowie waiting, and then the winners between Post Deviant and RTK Maker will go into play Stormrunner, or we'll have Deadly Bunnies or Dr. Koloski playing up against Owie Dowie. I do apologise if I got that one of those names wrong. I'm not sure if they've actually locked this in yet. Robodog War hasn't actually said. Oh, it is Dark Elves. Sorry, I missed that. So it would seem that Stormrunner has convinced him to go Dark Elves. And this is something I don't normally see from Robodog War. It's not a common pick for him. He does play Dark Elves. He used to play Dark Elves a lot more, but he generally goes more Wood Elves and High Elves from what I've seen, or at least in the old days. Every single time he'll just... Yep. So I see him a lot at the moment go. He likes his Wood Elves, he likes his Lizard Men for sure. What else does he normally play? He does like playing a little bit of Empire as well. I'm ready when you are, and you and Logic. Yep, I'm ready. Yeah, so when we're jumping here, guys, we'll just go through we'll do a very quick army composition here, and we'll go through what these guys have brought and how it's looking, and then I'll try and break down the battle the best that I can. As I say, guys, I am brand new to this, and I want to try and get one of these tournaments out every single week for you guys, and it's going to be of a very similar structure and style. And I also have some more tournament ideas as well that can maybe try and be nice and fresh here in the community, and we can really just try and bring some new stuff that you guys haven't seen before, hopefully. I have an idea how Melanord might play this. I'm not going to say anything, but I have an idea of what he might do. Just in case anybody's watching, I won't say, but I will mention what it is once we get in. But I hope everyone's having a good time today, and I hope you guys let me know what you guys think of this this setup. Do you guys like winners and loser brackets? What do you guys think? Oh, always nice to see new content creators, isn't it? Thanks, dude. Thanks, Harabek. It's really nice to have you on the stream. Yeah, as I said, I've come from campaign streams, so it's really nice to be here. Rubber Duck Awards really brought me in to play multiplayer, and I'm loving it. I love it. I'm actually addicted. I need to stop playing. I've got so much other stuff I need to do, but I constantly always coming back to the computer, always wanted to play. Double Hydra is possible. I don't think that's where he's going to go, though. That's not a Rubber Duck Award kind of play, I don't think. Looks like we're both going in here, so let's start the battle then. Should be interesting on this map as well. So I'm a big fan of this map. Yeah, do you like the format? I think it's a little bit different. It gives people the opportunity, you know, if you come up, say, against... I played Energized the other day on Quick Battles. He just absolutely slapped me and then moved on. And like for me, if I was joining a brand new tournament, I think that would be a little bit discouraging. So I think this just gives the opportunity to play against... Also gives you opportunity to play against multiple different people here. So even if a Rubber Duck Award here loses in the semi-final, he has the opportunity to play in the losers bracket. Something like a Rubber Duck Award here is going to be coming with 3 units of... oh, he's moved here. So 3 units of Chameleon Skinks. He's going to be having, on the front line here, we're going to be having some Skink Cohort Javelins, Saurus... Oh no, sorry, this is not Rubber Duck Award, sorry, this is Nuke for Life. We're going to have some cohort of Sotek, so we've got the Red Crested Skink Center, ROR coming in. We're going to be having Lord Mazda Mundi, so let's get in on him and see what he's got today. I can't see he's moved in, but we'll come back to that in a minute. So we've got some Saurus Spears. We also got some Pterodon Riders, Cold One Spear Riders as well, 2 units of those. And it looks like we've got a Bastillodon here, Solar Engine. So we have 2 of those, so that should be quite interesting. Let's get on Lord Mazda Mundi there. Can't get on him here. Let's see what he's got. So it looks like he's got... I can't actually get on him here. He's pushing me off. What's happening here? I might have set it to the wrong settings. 1 second. What's up? Yes, I'm ready. Please remember to I'm not sure what happened here. Ultra unit settings. It shouldn't be. Let me have a look here. So logic. Okay, I'll rehost. I think it's on. What do you say here? Ultra unit setting. I don't think it is. Let's get out of this. We'll reset the lobby. Just double check my settings. Host of lobby needs to set it under game settings. The format is familiar to me from other games like Dota 2. Yeah, I used to be a competitive Call of Duty streamer. A player, sorry. So that's how this came to me. settings. Do apologise here, guys. I'll try and get this done. How can I change this? I don't think I can change this. Let me just send him a message. Cool. Right, let me just send a Rubber Duck War message, just check that it's okay. I think he... Where is he? A Rubber Duck War. It looks like they're both in, so that's good. I actually think it's under graphics. You think it's under graphics, do you? Okay. Options. Graphics. Unit size ultra large. There we go. Perfect. Thank you very much, guys. So let's host up a battle here again. Oh. There we go. Let's invite them back now. There we go. You cancelled the change. Oh, did I? Graphics. I don't think I cancelled the change. If I did, let me have a look. Graphics, advanced. Unit size, large. I think that's okay. I think that's okay. I should be okay now. Right, battle. Multiplayer battle. Host. There we go. Apologise for the wait here, guys. We'll get these guys in now, and then we'll go from here. Yeah, no problem, Blueberry. How you doing, man? You doing good today? We'll get these guys in here. There we go. So we have Melanord in. So they should be able to set up relatively quickly. They know what they brought. That's my bad there. Yeah, we should be able to get that sorted now and straight through, so these guys should know what they're picking. So who have you guys got your money on here? You think a Rubber Duck Award's going to take this away, or is it going to be new for life? What do you guys think? Who's your money on? Let's go. Yeah, so we need a River of Amazon. Let's get that up. Perfect. Right, a local war. Perfect. Let's go into this then. I hope it should be the same armies here. We'll try and hop into this as quickly as we can. Dutt's got this, has he? You think? Oh, and Chunky's coming in with a quack as well. Okay, okay. I think you guys could be... New for Life's a very good player. Very, very good player. Look at me waiting for Robot War with the inferior computer. That's a joke, by the way. We always have that joke. Yep, so as we can see here, we'll hop back into the Lizard's army here. So he said they're coming the ROR, Red Crested Skinks. He was coming in with 2 solar engines. He's coming in with 2 Cold One Spear Riders, 3 units of Chameleon Skinks. Made that four, sorry. 2 units of Skink Cohort. He's coming in with Mazda Mundi as well. So it looks like we're also going to be having 2 Saurus Spears coming in here. We'll jump into the Lords in a moment, but it looks like we are on the front line for the Dark Elves. We're going to be having 1, 2, 3, 4 units of Dread Spears. Yeah, so we've got 3 units of Dark Shards here. Are they coming with shields? It doesn't look like they're coming with shields. No, so just regular Dark Shards. We're going to be coming in with 2 units of Shades with dual weapons. We're going to have an Eagle. We're going to have 2 Repeater Bolt Throwers, some Dark Riders, and for the Lord today, we're going to be having Malekith. So Malekith should be quite interesting here. So he's going to be coming in with Glaze of Malice. He's going to be coming with Stand Your Ground, Soul Stealer, which will be very important here. Word of Pain. And then obviously he's going to be having his breath attacks. So Malekith here being a very, very expensive pick. What have we got here on the side? We've also got a unit of Dark Riders. So that's for the forces here of Roboducker War. And for the Lord here, we're going to be having Mazda Mundi. And for some reason, I'm having a real problem scanning in on Mazda Mundi here. But here we're going to be having the Ruination of Cities, Banishment, Shield of the Old Ones, Apotheosis, Harmonic Convergence, and Net of Anantok. So it should be quite an interesting battle here, guys. As you can see, got both going relatively wide, but not super, super wide. So it should be interesting to see how this goes out. I think these community skins are going to be difficult to deal with. Roboducker was really going to have to get these Dark Shards onto them as well. But he's also going to be having to focus down the Bastillodons with solar engines, because they're going to do some good amount of damage here. So these guys are both ready to start. Alright, looks like they're ready to start. I think this is all going to come down to how Roboducker War can play with Malekith. I saw him playing with Helebron earlier, and he played really well with Helebron, so it should be interesting to see how he plays with Malekith. I've not actually played up against him with Malekith, so it should be quite interesting. But it seems that New for Life here is going to be playing a little bit more of a skirmish game, and maybe some counteracting with the cold ones as they come in, and the Saurus Spears. So you'll sit with the front line here and shoot as they come in, and then counter with the Spears and the Cav, and then fall back and then try and shoot again. That's going to be quite difficult when you've got the Shades with dual weapons, because also they'll hit in the front line as well, and these guys are anti-infantry, bonus first infantry, and armor piercing. So they're a good pick here for me. I like these as a pick. Looks like we're just waiting for Roboducker War here. What I'd like to see New for Life do here is get up and around the sides. Get in and really try and shoot these guys in from the side. Do these guys have Stalk is the question. Yes, they do. So the Shade's also coming in with Stalk. Formation flying V-Quack, eh? Just waiting for Rubber Duck here. Hope he's okay. Right, looks like he's ready to go. We also do have the Pterodon Riders here in the... Goblin Spear Riders. I'm not sure what he's done with the Pterodons. Maybe he's put them on the flank here. Yeah, he's put them on the flank over here. So we should be able to see those guys come in at the back here. So looks like they're both going to try and engage at the front. Rubber Duck War is going to be pushing forward, even though he's got the range superiority here. So it looks like he's going to try and push here on the right-hand side with the Chameleon Skinks. He's really going to try and get in here and get around, as they have, as these guys have Stalk as well. Rubber Duck War is not going to be seeing these till late. So you should be seeing these front line around about now, and you'll also see that Rubber Duck War's got some shades in here, so to see which side is going to trade more effectively here. He does have 4 units of Chameleon Skinks. So Rubber Duck War is going to try and push here, and we're going to get some good fire coming through on the front lines here. I would think that probably the Lizardmen here are not going to favour on this front line, especially up against the Shades. They will really hurt these guys, as they have very, very limited armour. These guys here are coming around on the flank, as you can see here. He does have a good flanking force coming around here, and Rubber Duck War is going to have to be aware and really going to have to get his Dark Riders coming in to deal with this here. So we've seen that Malekith is going to try and juke in, and they're going to try and drop some spells, but he's going to get Master Midi into the front line as well. To really help this front line, he's going to try and push through and get onto these key units. So just like Malekith is going to try and push us over here with some forces, and maybe try and take out this little squadron coming over here on the right hand side, as the Shades are going to be shooting in here. But it looks like the solar engines are now in range, and they are taking a ginormous amount of damage here. And they're here shooting up against the Dark Shards. I'd like to see them shooting up against the Shaves or the Witch Elves, but it looks like they're shooting here into the back end of Mazda Mundi. We do have some Shades here shooting into the Saurus Spears as they come around on the flank. And it seems here on the flank that we have the Cold Spear Riders still waiting here from Noob for Life. But he has engaged here with some Chameleon Skinks here. The Dark Riders have called them up, and Malekith is going to drop down and try and get onto these guys as well. But it's like Bastillodon there has taken lots and lots of damage, but this flanking force is ready to come around the back, and is a Rubber Duck War ready for this? We do have some spears here in the front that have rampaged up against these Witch Elves. So this should be an interesting engagement here from now. This is where it's going to come in. Although these Chameleon Skinks here are not shooting at the moment, it would be good to get them in as well. Master Midi coming through, really skirting through onto this front line. We need to see him drop some magic here. It looks like we're going to have some magic coming through here. Looks like a Ruination of Cities coming through, doing a good amount of damage to these Dark Elves. Looks like the Chameleon Skinks, the Skink cohort here have lost on the flank, but the Spearborn Riders really need to get around here, as his force is now being surrounded by the Lizard Men. Should be very, very interesting to see here how he's going to counteract this force coming around the backside. It would seem here the Saurus Spears have lost up against the Witch Elves, and the Repeater Bolt Thrower here really shooting into the second Bastillodon, with the first one now breaking and going off the battlefield. But we've seen that the Pterodon Riders are coming into the back, and they should be hopping onto this Repeater Bolt Thrower, shutting that down for Rubber Duck War, really stopping that range advantage that he has. It seems that Lord Mazda Mundi here has been caught up by some Shades. Rubber Duck War does need to make sure that he has some support here, as Mazda Mundi could struggle. The Chameleon Skinks here being pushed in the back here by the Dark Riders. And it looks like we've got some spears here shutting down some Chameleon Skinks and the Bastillodon. Bastillodon should still be able to shoot, but it looks like we have some Dark Riders being pushed off by some Skink cohort. Cold One Spears coming through and really ramming the back here, really ramming the back end of these Shades here.
Spells!
But where is Malekith is the question. I haven't seen Malekith for a while. There he is in the middle there. Really getting shut down. Hopefully, he needs to get this Bastillodon really damaging Malekith. He is very, very tanky, and he's very, very key to Rubber Duck War winning here. Seems that we're experiencing just a little bit of lag going on here. But there we go. We're back into the fight. So we have a nice little blob here where we have Malekith coming up against Lord Mazda Mundi. And our shield old one's going down here. We're going to be protecting Mazda Mundi here, coming in with 22% damage resistance and increased leadership. But it looks here that the Cold Spear Riders have been rampaged here by the Witch Elves. And Lord Master Mundi is going to have to get out of here. And Red Buckle War really needs to push this attack and really get this stand-alone Lord here with Master Mundi. And he really needs to get these Bastillodons off the battlefield. We've seen here that we do have some units coming back here for a new life. The Dark Elves have really held well here, and they're pushing off key targets here. They're pushing off the Community Snakes, which are shattered over here. And it looks like, yeah, both of them are gone now. So they are very, very key units gone for the Lizard Men. Now, unfortunately, Lord Master Mundi does not have a lot of protection here. And I would think that probably looking towards the end here for the Lizard Men. Unfortunately, they just don't have enough, and they especially do not have enough to deal with a very, very healthy Malekith. The Community Skins are really going to try their best to shut down Lord Master. Lord Master's going to have to try and come in and do what he can, and perhaps try and get these cold ones in to really try and put Malekith in and get as much damage as possible. Get the poison for the Community Skinks, really lower his stats, and really just try and wither him down. But the rest of these forces here, there's not a lot left here for the Lizard Men, as it seems their last units of cavalry here with the cold ones is going down. And looks like the skin cohorts are going to get rampaged here into the witch elves that have been broken. As we can see here, we're going to have a nice... Is this a chilled wind coming in? It would seem so, yep. But it looks like Malekith is going down here. Malekith really, really struggling. Malekith has been pinned in place. Robert War is trying to get the Dreadspits in to cover for him, to try and get him out of this mess, as he has taken a lot of damage. A good charge coming in here from the Dark Riders up against the Saurus Spears. Rampaging these guys, forcing these guys to attack. But it's still saying that the Dark Elves here have a good force that's only contested by the Skin Cohort. Malekith is really, really struggling, and he's broken, guys. He's broken. He's going off the battlefield now. Fantastic work there done by New for Life, really getting Malekith off, but he will most likely come back if he's allowed to chase here with these. If the Community Skinks here aren't chasing, he should be able to come back. Yeah, there we go. He's pushed them guys off, so Malekith should come back here and be able to come back in the fight and maybe drop a Soul Sealer, heal himself up a bit, and really damage these units. I still think the Lizardmen here have a lot of work to do to really try and get back in on this force. Lord Master Mundi here really struggling, very on low health. He doesn't have much protecting him here. But Rubber Duck Ward does need to shut down this Bastillodon, as it's doing lots and lots of damage up against his Shades. So here we go, we have Malekith coming back in, but he is going to be chased by these Community Skinks. And we do also have a unit of Skink Cohort here with Javelins on the flank. But Master Mundi is getting shot very, very hard. He's very, very low health there, kind of 1,400 health. He's going to have to really try and get away here on his little chair and really try and stay away from Malekith. But we do have some units with Skin Cohort in behind. These guys really need to shut down each other's range cores. But it looks like Rubber Core has got some Dread Spears up on this Bastillodon and should force it into melee, stop it from shooting. And then hopefully Rubber Core can get his Dark Shards and his Shades shooting onto this Bastillodon. But over here in the back, we do have some units of Dark Riders and some unit of Dread Spears and some Community Skinks here in the background that could be utilised. There's lots of units on the edge here that aren't being utilised that really could come into the battle here and really make a difference. But we've seen here that we have a Shattered Cold One Spear Riders and Community Skinks with 11 models left here. But both the Bastillodons here have been shut down, but we do have Lord Master Mundi has broken, and that I think that will probably be definitely it there for the Lizardmen. A very, very almost good comeback here by a Noob for Life. A very, very good fight. It's going to have to be Malekith coming through here, really trying to push and make sure that he shatters Lord Master Mundi here. But we still don't have this Bastillodon on. Can he do anything here? If he is able to kill Malekith here with the Bastillodon, that could be a really, really good here. So it looks like now they've managed to start shooting up against the Bastillodon. So the Bastillodon, I think, should probably break after one more volley here. Yeah, and that's it. And there we go. What a fantastic battle, guys, here. Hey, Ben the Barman, how you doing, man? Some rules disputes in my game. Any admin? Yes. You can send it to myself, and me and Rubber Duck will look over it. Just send me a message. Yeah, just send me a message here. There are rules on there. If you go onto the details. Where are we here? If you drop into the details here and you just scroll down slightly, there is a link here that goes to the banner rules. So there are some rules on there. But just send me a message in Discord and we'll have a discussion about that there, Maker. Right, so what a fantastic battle here by both, and the winner here, Rubber Duck of War, doing very well with the Dark Elves. But if you have a look here, Mazdamundi coming in with 2k value, good value from him, and I do really like the cohort of Zotek pick here, especially with their guys' special ability, when none of them die. A fantastic ability. I really like these guys. Chameleon Skinks struggled a bit for me. They got a shot here by coming up against the Dark Shards, and mostly the where are they there? Coming up against the Shades. 2 units of them came up against 2 units of Shades, and they just got absolutely wrecked. Cavalry coming through here well, and the Bastillodons did really well for me. They could have been doing with targeting Malekith a bit, I think, a bit more. Once he got him to break there, he really needed to push him up. But well done by Rubber Duck of War, really using his cavalry well to get some good kills. And yeah, the repeater bolt thrower, both of them coming in, doing fantastic value here. As you can see in the back, they were able to shoot for the majority of the match, at least 95% of the match. They were just shooting and doing fantastic damage. So well done to Rubber Duck of War here. He's going to progress on into the final of this tournament. Yes, update the challenge bracket. Yeah, so Rubber Duck of War is in the final, and we have Storm Runner up against Post Deviant, and we have Owie Dowie up against Doctor here. So give me a second, guys. I'm just going to have to check Discord a moment. Okay. Sorry guys, just checking, it didn't download for me, so I can't check that. Give me a second guys, I just need to check something that Maker sent to me. I can't download the... Oh. So up next here, we're going to be having Storm Runner up against Post Deviant. So if you get these guys, I'm just going to kick a Rubber Duck of War here. Apologies, brother. We're just going to get those guys in here. So Storm Runner and Post Deviant want to come into the lobby, please. We'll get you guys set up. Just send these guys a message now. Where is Storm? Yeah, well played Rubber Duck of War there. Well done to him. And both of them will advance on and still have games to play, so that'll be good for these guys. So we're just going to try and see... Yeah, but I don't have them in here. So we'll try and get these guys in. See what Storm Runner's saying. Let's try and get Post Deviant in here as well. Where is Post Deviant? Yep, let's get these guys in. Right, so we have Storm Runner in. So this is going to be the first of the loser bracket semi-finals here. Okay, guys, so it looks like we have a bit of an issue here that we're going to have to solve. So I just need to talk to these guys quickly so we can organise this. I do apologise for the wait. According to him... So I need some evidence here. So apparently there's been some broken rules, so I just need to make sure that we can understand what's gone on here. Right, let me... Right, let me message... Right, let me message these guys. Right, here we go. Right, I'll tell you what we're going to do, guys. As we have a bit of a problem here between Maker and Post Deviant, I'm going to have to postpone Stormrunner's battle for now. Can I get Owie Dowie in, please? And we can I get both of you just to send me some evidence so I can go over it, please? As the current evidence I have, I can't make a decision on. Right, here we go, guys. Right, this is mission stone quick. Right, I'm just going to message these guys. We're going to get the next battle going because there seems to be a problem here. So I'm going to message Owie Dowie and see if we can get him in the lobby. Right, let's have a look. Where's Owie Dowie? So it looks like for this battle then we're going to be having Owie Dowie up against Doctor. So we'll get both of these guys in, we'll get the battle going as soon as possible. Yep, sorry for the wait here, guys. It's just been an unfortunate issue here. There's a dispute between attacking. Apparently, yeah, there was a dispute between melee and range attacking. Apparently, both not attacking or something. So, Rubber Duck War is checking it out for me, and we'll know the verdict very, very soon. Just wait for Dr. Kolowski as well. There we go. So we have Owie Dowie in. So we're just going to wait for Doctor now. Yeah, unfortunately, but that's okay. Hopefully these guys can sort it out between them, and then we can get the matches going very quickly. I don't know if anybody's seen Doctor. If you can join up, please. Trying to find you here, dude, but I can't find you. I think Dr. K has gone. Not sure where he's gone. I don't know if anybody watching knows or can get hold of Dr. K. I can't get hold of him at the moment. Oh, right, okay. Okay, so I managed to get hold of him now, so we should be able to get him on. He says he can't find it, so maybe just give you add on Steam. Add me on Steam. Okay, so it looks like we're going to get him in here now. Okay, so we have them added up here, so that should be good. Okay, guys, so just to let you know, coming up after this, we're going to be having Make It up against Stormrunner. So if you guys want to get ready as well, please, we'll have these going next. Hi, so who's on the top of the bracket? Owie ban first, please. There we go. So we'll have Owie banning first. Yeah, thank you very much for Rubber Duck War for checking that out. Sorry guys for the wait. Unfortunately there was a few rule breaks there that needed to be investigated. But we had these guys ready to go. But it looks like we're going to have Owie Dowie, and we just need to add it up Dr. K here so we can get him in. Okay, so it's like it's going to ban Coast. Okay, so that's a pretty good ban. I imagine Owie Dowie, I think he done a similar ban here against Rubber Duck War. He banned Coast and Skaven, I think. So I think he's probably looking at maybe playing the Lizardmen again. I think he is a... Okay, so just like the Doctor's banned Coast. Okay, so I think probably knowing Owie... Oh, I'll ban Skaven. Yeah, I picked the Lizards. That's exactly what I expected he was going to do, and I think he did a similar one up against Rubber Duck War here. Let's see what Dr. K picks here. But well done to Rubber Duck War. Well done, bro. He's got through to the final. So whoever gets through to the final now is going to have to beat a Rubber Duck War twice. So you're going to have to beat him twice in the final to get that... Oh, so we're going to have Tomb King. So we're going to be having... I think this is a pretty even matchup, I think. I think both sides have got fantastic tools to take each other down. I did see Owie Dowie with the Lizardman earlier, and he looks like a very good player. I've not seen Dr. K play before, but I'll be very excited to see what he brings here today. But yeah, what's up to Rubber Duck War? Well done to you, bro. Yeah, and then after this we'll be having Stormrunner up against Maker, and then they'll be going through to the losers final, and then whoever wins there will be playing up against a Rubber Duck War. So that should be really, really interesting here today. And here we're going to be playing up on Astillion's Tomb. So let's find that. There we go. Yep, sorry about the technical issues today, guys. First one for me, so just working it all out here today. Thank you for bearing with me. But yeah, who do you think is going to win here, guys? I don't know. I haven't experienced playing these guys too much here, but who do you think is going to win? I really like the Lizardmen myself. I think if I had to pick between these two, I think I'm picking the Lizardmen in this one. If I'm picking for myself, I think I prefer playing the Lizardmen than I do up against playing the two kings against Lizardmen. Okay, so it's like Aridawi's ready here. I really don't know what these guys are going to bring. When I saw Rubber Duck of War, who did we come up against? The Rubber Duck of War. He came up against Awi. Was it Aridawi? No, he came up against Maker. Maker brought the Tomb Kings. And he brought quite an elite front line. And he just brought some Ushapti. I think Ushapti are very, very good here up against the Lizardmen. Let's wait for Dr. K to get in here. You may not camp. You may not camp a forest with the majority of your armies unless you exit engage your opponent. Majority, but not 2 units. I'm sorry, Post-Deviant. I couldn't see any of the evidence that was given to me. For some reason, I couldn't access it on my computer. But Rubber Duck was very kind and said he'd have a look for me. And I will let him, with his best judgment, investigate it. If he believes that either or was unfair, then I trust his judgment. I hopefully just want to make today a fun stream, guys, for everybody. I just want to have good fun, and I want to be able to get into this a little bit more and do some more streaming. I understand I'm brand new to this as well, so this is all quite a lot for me as well. And I know there's a few new players here today playing as well, so I hope you guys have enjoyed it. But let's hop into this here. So we're going to go to the Tomb Kings here with Dr. K. He's going to be coming in with some Tomb Guard with halberds, just normal skeleton warriors also up, and some spearmen here as well. He's going to be having a Bone Giant. I like that pick. Chosen of the God Ushapti, so the RR version. I like these guys as well. So we're going to have some skeleton spearmen and some more Tomb Guard for the front line. We're going to be coming in with a normal Tomb King, a Leech Priest of Light, and we're going to have some skeleton horsemen here for some skirmish cavalry. Let's hop into here. Let's see what the Lord's coming with today. So he's going to be coming in with... has he moved it? No. I really suck at doing this. So he's going to be coming in with Amulet of... Okay, so that's going to come with minus 48% missile parry and minus armor. Tomb Strike, which I really like. And Reminate, which is plus leadership. Okay, so that should be interesting there. Nice and cheap, I imagine. For the light magic here, we're going to be coming in with... just a net of Amantok. Okay. So, and he's also got his snakes here. I didn't see these guys, so where did they go now? He's also got some snakes in here, which I cannot find. Oh, he's got them here at the front. So he's going to come in with the ROR Eyes of the Desert Snakes as well. So I do like these guys as well. They have Stalk. They're very good. They do poison and armor piercing damage. I like these guys a lot. And if we go into the Lizard Men here with Awi Dawi, we're going to be having 4 units of Skimp Skirmishers. We're going to be having some Skin Cohort here on the flanks in the front line. We're going to have a unit of Legion. Okay, I don't normally see the Legion very much, but I like it here. We've got Lord Mazda coming in with his usual spells. Let's get into him. He's going to come with Ruination of the Cities, Banishment, Shield of the Old Ones, Apotheosis, Curse of the Midnight Wind. I really like that pick. Harmonic Convergence, and Avamotok. So he's coming in with quite a lot of spells. We're also going to have 2 units of Solar Engine Basiladons. We're going to have some more Skin Cohorts in the back with the Umbral Tide. I love the Umbral Tide. Very good pick here. And we're also going to be having some ROR Ripodactyl Riders. And in the back here, we're going to be having some Feral Cold Ones and some more Skin Cohort, just to make it nice and wide here. So this should be a very interesting battle here. So we've got some fire damage coming in as well, and lots of magic on the side of the Dinos, but not very much here on the right-hand side for the Tomb Kings. Alright, so really when these guys are, so that should be good. And what we're going to have to do here for the Tomb Kings is if I'm the Lizardman player, I'm really going to want to be shutting down these Ushapti and really shutting down the Bone Giant, and it's going to do lots and lots of big damage up against things like the Umbral Tide. And it's really going to shut things down like it's Feral Cold Ones come around and in the back. And he's really going to have to work really hard here with these Skirmishers to stop the Skeleton Horse Archers here. pushing into the back line and causing some damage up against these very unarmoured skink cohort. So it looks like we've got some big volleys here coming straight into the skeleton horse archers, and they're going to be shooting straight onto the front line of skink skirmishers. So I think here what's going to have to be is the lizardmen are going to have to push forward here onto this front line and really get into the back and really start shutting down. And he's got a leech priest of lights as well, so he's probably going to try and net some things and really try and do some big damage with the bone giant and really get in with the chosen of the gods here. So nice big shot here, coming in straight on the Bastillodons as well. So he's going to try and, I'd like to see him try and get the Umbral Tile in and around and try and use that as well. There's some big shots here going up against the Skeleton Spearmen. I would like them to see them shoot maybe a little bit more towards the Tomb Guard. But there's some big shots coming in here, and there's a big skirmish battle in the middle here. We've managed to drop onto the Colossal Hunters here. He's managed to get these guys in and on the skirmish cavalry with the Skeleton Horsemen. He's really trying to shut these guys down. As you can see, they've already broken, and there's time to take attrition now. He's also going to be very careful here with this Tomb King Prince, because he's going to get shot from this fire damage here coming from the Bastillodon Stone Engines, which are going to do lots and lots of damage. So we do have a shot of the old ones getting popped here, just to negate that 22% resistance there, just so he's not taking as much damage when he's getting shot. But neither force here really wanted to push each other. There's a little bit of a standoff here until one of them maybe gets some more range superiority here. But the Skeleton Horse Archers are really taking some damage, and they're going to be a little bit faster here than the Skink Skirmishers. But if they do get into shooting them, they are going to cause that poison to slow them down. So I'd like to see here maybe using the Skink Skirmishers a little bit more. They're just a little bit idle here, just getting shot at the moment. And as the range battle continues, I think I would like to see just a little bit more movement on one of the flanks here from one of these guys. Otherwise, this is going to be a pretty slow battle where Lord Masterman is going to get shot very hard. So it looks like these, looks like he's going to try and push up with some skinks here. I don't think he minds the skinks getting shot, but he really can't afford to have these skink skirmishers getting shot too much. Otherwise, we're going to have the mobility here on the side of the Tomb Kings, a bit able to go around and pin down certain units. And looks like the Umbral Tide here are not firing too much at the moment. Both these units here in idle. I'd like to see these guys getting involved and getting some value. So it looks like all it's going to be here is you're going to have the Shakti of the Chosen here, and you're going to be having the Bone Giant just getting their maximal value. You've only got really sort of 4 units here shooting, but eventually one of these is going to end up having to push. But it looks like he's coming on the right hand side here and really starting to push these Skeleton Horses back. This is going to be a nice, slow, progressive push here, as we're going to have some skink cohorts getting shot whilst they're being backed up by 2 units of Skink Skirmishers. But I tell you, the Skink Skirmishers are winning here up against the Skeleton Horse Archers. But here in the middle, it looks like there's going to be lots of damage coming into this front line, but not too much damage on their big entities such as the Tomb King, or nothing too much damage here on the Bone Giant either. But one Bastillodon here, Lord Mastermundi here taking a lot of damage. I think here if I'm the Tomb King player, I just want to try and damage Lord Mastermundi as much as possible, as he's going to be their key variable here. And they have managed to push here on the right hand side flank, so it should be interesting to see how the Tomb King player decides to react to this. But we still have some shots here. I think some more valuable shots coming in on the Tomb Guard here with halberds. But the Bone Giant is still shooting at Lord Mastermundi. I think here if I'm the Lizardman player, I want to be pushing here and maybe stopping this from happening. So it looks like the Skink cohort here have managed to push on and get hold of these Skeleton Horse Archers. They will lose here in combat, but they're still stopping them from shooting is great. If he can get the Skink Skirmishers here, Owie Dowie can get these in the back. But it looks like he's trying to get a good flank here with the Colossal. So maybe he can try and get around the back here and get onto these guys as well and shut those down so he has the mobility. But it looks like Lord Mastermundi is taking lots and lots of damage here, although he is healing himself up with Apotheosis. But the Tomb Guard here have taken a substantial amount of damage, although I would say it probably just about favors the Tomb Kings at the moment. This is a real stalemate battle here where both of them are really trying to size each other up, trying to get the most amount of damage possible. Hi Courtney, how you doing? I hope you're doing well today. So it looks like he has managed to break in the back with the Colossal Hunters, and he is shutting these guys down and causing them to crumble. As you can see here, we should have another unit of Skeleton Horses here crumbling, only leaving one left, which given the movement here coming towards the Lizardmen. But the issue we have here is that Lord Mastermundi has taken loads of damage, and he's having to use lots of Winter Magic here just to keep healing himself up. But we do have 2 Skink Chiefs now. I'm really big fan of these guys. We have two little guys here just shooting constantly, and they will do lots and lots of damage over time, and they have a tremendous amount of ammunition. And if you get them on key targets, you just get him shooting the Lord. He'll eventually just take the Lord down. I do like putting him on a Pterodon, just having him go around and just shooting things over time. It seems here that we're also going to be getting some healing coming in here as part of the Tomb Kings. And it looks like he's going to try and push the Skink Skirmishers off. But I don't fancy that for Skeleton Horse Archers, as these guys do cause poison and they're better skirmishers or counter skirmishers here than I think the Skeleton Horse Archers are. I'd like to see this unit here really coming into the side and really doing some damage, but it seems that the Tomb Guard, it seems that the two princes here have decided to push forward. So what are we going to see a counter here? So we do have some Skin Cohort in the back, and we should see the Legion coming here also to counteract this. It seems that the Tomb Guard has used all of its ammunition now and got its maximum value, and Lord Massamindi is coming close to his cap. So it would seem here that the skeletons here are really going to take a lot of damage here. If he needs to push and get onto these Skink Skirmishers and really start shutting these guys down. They are getting a lot of value here. And we are going to be getting a flank here on the right-hand side with the Umbral Tide coming in. Hopefully be able to come in and shoot up against these big constructs. And it looks like the Tomb King here is really getting pushed away. The double Bastillodon coming in after using all this ammunition. And here we go. Here's the Umbral Tide really coming through with a net and really coming through with that humongous damage. And these guys are going to do lots and lots of damage over time if they can keep that Tomb King there trapped using the net. And it looks like we also have some Feral Cold ones got into the side here up against some Skeleton Spearmen. If these guys can get in and really sort of get around the back and pin down the snakes here, that could be really good here. And that should probably be GG's if we can shut down the snakes here from the Lizardmen. So it looks like they've lost the back line here up against the Skirmishers. There's not a lot that can hold these guys back anymore. They haven't got anything that can chase them off. He's lost the skirmish battle here, unfortunately. So he's going to have to push forward and really try and get onto these other entities. So all he's got left is these skirmishers. Lord Mazda is really, really trying to get around. So it looks like we've had... so it looks like the hunters here have broken. And what do we have here? We have a summon Heresy Shakti coming in on top of the Skink Cohort. I would like to see that summon come on maybe a unit of Skink Skirmishers. But it looks like here, it looks like there's another net going down here on the Tomb King. And he should be getting, we should be able to get some, maybe hopefully get the Umbral Tide onto this, but he has been pushed by a unit of Skeleton Horse Archers onto Lord Massamindi. I'd like to see Umbral Tide get onto the target whilst he's been netted and really try and get maximal value-wise taken down. Here we go, so they are shooting out into the Tomb King, hopefully getting lots and lots of damage here. So we do have units Skin Cohort coming on the back. We really need to try and get pinning the Tomb King here and really shut down the Tomb King's Lord. But he is taking a lot of damage here coming up from the Umbral Tide. But the Umbral Tide are getting some good value here. But the Tomb Prince has pushed in and onto him. So I'd like to see the Tomb Prince get onto Lord Massamindi here and really cause some good damage. This one is going to back off. This is not a favourable fight for him. I don't see the Tomb Kings coming back from this. They don't have a lot of tools here to really get back into this fight. The only lore match that they got here is a net. So there's not really much here that he could really try and pin down these units, but he's got nothing to get onto them as they're all here engaging up against the Legion. So we do have Tomb Strike going down here. Air effect causing plus 24 melee attack for all units in this area, so he should be able to hopefully get some good damage on the Bastillodons. But I think unfortunately here, due to the Umbral Tide having free reign at shooting the Tomb King, that is probably going to be all that she wrote for this battle. We still have units here not being used here by the Lizardmen. And we still have another unit of spears here left on the flank that really could have been utilised up in this front. I would have liked the Tomb Kings to put a little bit more pressure on the skirmishers there from the Skink Skirmishers. These guys have been shooting all game. I think these guys have been the true MVPs of this game. And there's not a lot left here. The snakes are going to get surrounded here by the Bastillodons and the Feral Cold ones. And the Umbral Tide still left here just to shoot up against these big targets like the Bone Giants and up against the Tomb Guard. And that should be very quickly army losses coming through. So Ruinations of the City going down here on top of the Tomb Guard. The Bone Giant will go down to the Skink Skirmishers and the Skink Cohort with the fire of the Umbral Tide coming over them. So it looks like the Tomb Kings, it looks like the Dr. K here has got his Spearman in, but probably a little bit too late, unfortunately. As he's had to send his Liege Priest of Light in here, unfortunately. That thing is not going to stand up very long against a Bastillon. And Lord Mazdamundi, although I thought the Lizardmen were going to struggle there, he has managed to get Lord Mazdamundi in, and he's still held up pretty well. I thought he was going to lose Lord Mazdamundi there, but very, very well played. So well played to Awi Dawi there. Fantastic play by him. Oh, I accidentally skipped on there. I missed the end there, but fantastic play by him. It was sorry, very, very dry mouth. But we're going to be seeing him go now up against in the final, up against it'll either be Maker or Stormrunner. Quack, I guess. Yes, big quack in the chat. Yeah, GG's guys. That was a very, very good fight. It was very interesting to see the beginning. I thought Awi Dawi was really going to struggle once he started getting lots and lots of damage there onto Lord Mazdamundi. I thought it was going to be very difficult for him to come back in because he kept using all of his Winds of Magic there on Lord Mazdamundi. Quack indeed, here's the big rubber duckle boy himself, the man who made the final. Hopefully all of you guys can see him in the final, go up against the winner of the loser final bracket. So if I can get Stormrunner and make it in here, please guys, I'd really appreciate that. Sorry guys, just going to be kicking you out now, but well done to Awi Dawi. Unfortunate loss there for Dr. K, but thank you very much for participating. I really appreciate it. So we don't have Stormrunner here, but hopefully Stormrunner can come in. I'll just send him a quick message on Discord. How many games to the final? So we've got this last semi-final here, and then we've got one more final of the loser brackets before we head on to you in the final Rubber Ducky War. But there could be potentially 2 more battles. So we have Stormrunner and Maker in here, so let's get straight into this, guys. So it would seem that Stormrunner has to ban first. So Stormrunner obviously coming in and representing DBD. Big clan run here by Rubber Ducky War. So who do you think is going to win here today, guys? Is it going to be Maker? I did face up against Maker in the early stages. Potato, unfortunately, wasn't able to make it, so I had a quick game against him. And it was a very, very close game, actually. It came right down to the end. I had 2 units of Black Hawks, and I can't remember what he had. I think he had 3 units of regular archers for the High Elves. I can't remember what else he had, but it was super close. We had like 2 or 3 units each left. It was a very, very close battle. So it looks like Stormrunner has banned Skaven. And looks like Maker has also banned Skaven. And he's going to pick Dark Elves and he's going to ban... Okay, he's going to ban Wood Elves. And we're going to have Green Scenes coming here from Maker. Okay, so this should be quite interesting. Unfortunately, I don't know too much about these players. As I said, I'm a little bit newer to the scene here. But it should be a fantastic battle either way. I've heard lots about Stormrunner from Rubber Ducky War. He does talk about him very highly. Isn't there another? Yes, there is. So there's going to be a loser bracket final, and whoever wins that loser bracket final will go up against a Rubber Ducky War. What's that, new for life? Oof, I might have to drop, taking longer than I thought it would. Yeah, sorry, dude. It's the first time I tried to stream this type of thing, so I wasn't entirely sure how long this was going to take. So it would be the winner of the losers bracket would play up against you. So it would be this battle, the next one, then you, and then the winner of that will play Rough It Like a War. Yeah, so Noob does get a chance, yeah. So it'll be him fighting up against, although I'm not sure the site's done it correctly, actually. Because it does say here that Owie Dowie has progressed through, and either Maker or Stormrunner will go through to the losers final. But it should be Noob for Life should get another go, but it's not saying that it is. Yeah, so the winner versus this goes up against... yeah, it's not on there, unfortunately. Ready? Awesome. Alright, let's hop into this, guys. So this should be quite an interesting battle here. Oh, it's a scroll along, is it? Oh, I can't see it on my screen, unfortunately. Oh, yes, it is. You're correct. I can. Yeah, so whoever wins here between Owie Dowie and the winner of Stormrunner and Maker will go on to Noob for Life, and then Noob for Life will play Rubber Like a War. Oh, I've loaded in with the wrong one here. That's my bad. We come in with the wrong map, guys. I do apologise. So the map we are playing... oh, no, we are playing on the right one. I do apologise. We are playing on the right one. Okay, so we're going to look at the green skins here. So we're going with 2 units of Stone Trolls. We're going to also be coming up with Forest Goblin Spider Riders, 1, 2, 3, 4 units, and the Archer Variety. So we're going to have 4 units of the Archer Variety, and looks like a... oh, he's moved it. And a normal unit here of Spider Riders. And for the front line here, we're going to be having Savage Orc Biggins. We're going to be having 5 units of these guys, costing about 550 gold. A good spend, in my opinion. And looks like we're also going to be having a Night Goblin Shaman, a River Troll Hag, and the Lord here today, who he's moving. Lord here today is we're going to be having Grom the Paunch. Let's have a little look at Grom. So Grom's going to be coming in with Dreaded Duelist. Oh, no, that's not, sorry, there's Grom, sorry. He's going to be coming in with Lucky Banner, the Great Un is here, and Language of the Boys. So that's he's coming in with these 3 of these 3 items. So he's also going to be coming in with Regen. I really like Grom. I think he's my favourite Greenskin Lord personally when it comes to competitive. So also going to be having a Night Goblin Shaman here. He's going to be coming in with just Vindictive Glare. And he's also going to be having a Wand of Jets, which is going to cause damage to him, but it's going to get some Winds of Magic back. And we also had the River Troll Hag, which I now can't see. Where's he put the River Troll Hag? There it is. Let's see what he's got with the River Troll Hag. For the River Troll Hag, we're going to come in with Mither. So that's reduction in speed, Stone Power, Spirit Leech, and yeah, that's it. And then she's also going to have Regen as well. So here for the units of the Dark Elves, we're going to be having a Black Orc Corsairs. We're going to have 4 units along the front. We're also going to be having a unit of Blades of the Blood Queen. So the Executioner's coming in here. Okay, a very, very big, expensive pick there. We're also going to be having Loki Fellheart. Okay, I don't see this guy, and not many people bring him against me. He's going to have Dreaded Duelist. He's going to be having Foe Seeker, Helm of the Kraken, which is going to give him regen and +9 melee defense. And yeah, we're going to be having more stuff in there for him. We're going to be having a War Hydra, 2 units of Cold One Knights. We're also having a Sorceress of Shadow and Dark Riders with Repeater Crossbows. So let's see what the magic we've got in here then. So it looks like we're going to be coming in with a Pendulum, which will be good there, Enfeebling Foe, and Mystifying Miasma. So this should be a very interesting fight here, guys. Interestingly, we've gone for 2 different shamans over here as well. So 2 different lots of magic over here. Should be very, very interesting. So saying good luck, have fun. Really good sportsmanship here from these guys. I really like that as well, seeing these guys. I think this is going to be a very, very quick clash here in the middle. We also have a unit here in the back that I haven't seen. So we have a unit of Dark Riders with shields in the back as well. And we also have these guys over here in the back as well for Storm Runner. Okay, so Storm Runner's ready as well. So let's hop straight into it. Alright, and here we go. So it looks like the Dark Elf player is going to be, looks like Storm Runner is going to push straight in, as we're going to be having the cav here for the Forest Goblin Spider Riders. These guys are going to be very good. They cause poison, they're very quick, and they're very, very irritating. A very, very good unit in my opinion. I really like these guys. So Loki Fellheart's going to be coming through the middle. Sorry guys, a little bit laggy here. Let's have a little look here. So we're going to be crashing straight into the front line here with the Forest Goblin Spider Riders up against these Black Orc Corsairs. They're just going to get some good charge animations in here, get some good value on comeback, and then a counter charge with these Savage Orcs. So I think Maker here is going to want to try and get these guys around the side and really shoot into these key targets, as he is here. He's really getting into the repeaters here. He's going to do some good damage, and he's managed to get a unit of Savage Orc Biggins around the side. Okay, so we have in the middle here, we have Grom coming up against Loki Fellheart, and we have the War Hydra coming in up against a big unit of Savage Orcs. We also have the Giant River Troll Hag coming in. We're going to try and put some beating on this War Hydra. I don't know how I feel about that, but I feel like he has left these units here in the wings, so maybe they're going to be some later gameplay that we don't know about yet, but he also does have some Stone Trolls here waiting as well for some combat. But it looks like the Black Orc Corsairs have lost here up against the Savage Orcs on the front line, but we do have some Forest Goblins in the back doing some good damage as well. So it's like we have some magic going off here. I couldn't see onto where that went. We also have, oh, I think it's a glare going off there, straight into the back of that War Hydra coming in there from the Shaman. On this right hand side over here, we do have a skirmish battle going on between the Dark Riders and the Forest Goblins. I very much favour the Dark Riders here. They're going to really push these guys and push these guys off, if they're allowed just to sit here and shoot as they are. But we do have a unit of Cold Ones holding up against 3 units, 2 Savage Orc Biggins and some Stone Trolls. These guys are going to get beaten down very hard up against the Stone Trolls that also have regeneration. These guys aren't going to also get shot in the back by these... oh, and then we have the War popping. Okay, so just like Grom's going to come through up against Loki Fellheart with this big War pop. He's going to be charging in here, really going to try and pin Loki Fellheart in here and get as much damage as possible. So it looks like he has got his cav in the back here, and he's really taken him by surprise. But we do have the River Troll Hag here coming one-up-one up against the War Hydra. Should be very interesting to see what happens here. I would think the War Hydra should do some good damage here, but it seems that the War Hydra is not faring too well. But we do have the Sorcerer's Shadows here being pinned up against a unit of Forest Goblin Spider Riders. With some good skirmish coming in here from the cav here from Maker. So it looks like the Stone Trolls are going to get out against the Executioners. Executioners here are going to do very, very well up against the Stone Trolls. But it looks like this skirmish battle here is still going on. I'm not really sure who this favours here, to be honest. I mean, we do have some very healthy units of Forest Goblin Spider Riders. Once these guys have gone down, these guys can just literally pick any units that are broken and really charge them off. And it looks like we do have a pension coming down here across the units, which are the Savage Orcs here. And unfortunately here, it would show that the, I think it's here that the Greenskins here are struggling just a little bit here up against the Dark Elf forces. But we do have 2 units here of Black Orc Corsairs on the side that do need to get in. I've seen the War Hydra here has been pushed off. Sorry, I did get the wrong way around. The Greenskins are winning up against the Dark Elves quite comfortably here. And it would seem that eventually the skirmish cav here by the Greenskins has really pushed off the Dark Elves, unfortunately. These guys, with only 2 units, although they are probably stronger here than the Forest Goblin Spider Riders, there's too much of them to deal with. And with the poison as well, it's really going to have a negative effect there. on the Dark Elves, but we do have here in the blob, we do have the Executioners in there, or up against with Grom in there as well. These guys aren't going to get some good value in here when pinned up against the Savage Orcs, but we do have the Great Un is here, so it's going to be getting plus 24 melee attack, plus leadership and base weapon damage up against these units, and that's really going to tear these fires apart when they have 25% physical resistance as well coming in here for the Orc Biggins. So unfortunately that is it for the Dark Elves, but what a fantastic match there, guys. Yeah, unfortunately it was a little bit laggy, I'm afraid, guys. It was very laggy on my side to see what was going on. Yeah, Greenskins I'd say are probably a top 3 pick for me when it comes to multiplayer. I think they're very, very good. So we're just going to look into the Dark Elf build here with Stormrunner. So Loki coming in with about 1.5k value. He's the pick that I don't see very often. He's not something I know very much about, but he struggled to get his value, and I do like the Sorcerer's Shadows. I do like Pendulum, it's a good spell. But up against the front line here, these guys really unfortunately not paying for themselves. Executioners also not paying for themselves. I think this here just had far too much to deal with when it came to the Greenskins. I'm a really big fan of the Savage Orc Biggin picks. All of these guys, I imagine, easily making their value. These guys cost 550 each. They have 25% physical resistance. They're very, very good, strong front line here. And the Forest Goblin Spider Riders, I think these are a fantastic pick. Causing poison, they're just such a nuisance getting in and around, and I love Grom. Grom with his healing coming through, his speed, his healing, his mass. He's just a fantastic lord to have. Five Savage Orc Biggins. It's okay. I believe it's okay. Yeah. I thought it was okay. GG's. Good games, guys. Thought they were 1,000. Oh, they might be 900, sorry. I'm just thinking of normal ones. That's my bad. I thought they were the 550 variety. I will just kick you here. Alright, so we'll update that as well. So that is Maker going through. Oh yeah, so we are going to have Maker up against Owie Dowie. So I did need to kick him there, but that's okay. Right, let me get hold of Owie Dowie here. Right, where is Owie Dowie? Yeah, sorry about kicking you there, Maker. That was a mistake. Yeah, they are very, very good units. Yo, what's up, Robert Duck of War? How you doing, bro? Yeah, I was thinking of the regular Savage Orcs for 550. That's what I was thinking of. Yeah, I think for me, I would definitely prefer to play Greenskins personally. I just think, I don't know what I would bring as Dark Elves to counteract GE. I think they've just got everything better and cheaper. Is Noob for Life going to make it? He might do. If we get Owie Dowie in here nice and quickly, we might be able to get an extra match in here for Noob for Life up against either Maker or Owie Dowie. And then the winner between Noob of Life and either one of those two will go up against a Rubber Duck of War. And Rubber Duck of War, known for his mean builds, coming in today with a very big swinging sword here. Really, really putting down the hammer and coming straight through to the finals. He's put on a show today for everybody. I'm sure you've seen him in his stream. He's really put on a show today. He did have a Lizard Man mirror match, and it was a very interesting mirror match where you had the regiment round Shredder of Lustria coming in as well, which was always fun to see. Right. Just waiting for Owie Dowie here. Oh, did you really? There's nothing greater than seeing two slans going fisticuffs with each other. There was also a time that me and Robert were using the slan. I think it was we're doing some multiplayer matches, and I was Skaven back when Skaven were before they had all their DLCs. They were pretty poor back then. They were the Beastmen of old, and I brought a Hellbit Abomination, and his slan literally picked up my Hellbit, flipped it upside down, and dunked it on its head. Black Aqua says, can butcher most GS infantry outside of Savage Orcs. To counter trolls, Blackguard and repeater crossbows can work quite well. Yeah, but what do you think about 2 units? Do you think you need more than 2 units of repeater crossbows? Because you did come in with, like, I think Forest Goblin Spider Riders are very, very good units to counter those. Combat Slot OP. Doesn't need Winds of Magic, mate. Alright, just waiting up with Owie Dowie here. I've sent him a couple of messages. Hopefully he should join up here. Yeah, come on, Owie, we need you in because I want to see Noob for Life play today. I want him on the stream. I want him playing. He needs to get that vengeance, that big, hard, cold vengeance up against the Rubber Duck of War, if that's possible. Or maybe he's going to get stopped in his tracks. I think what we're going to do, guys, is we're going to give him up until 20 past. If we don't see Owie Dowie by 20 past, I think what we'll do is we'll move on to Noob for Life up against RTK Maker, and we'll go straight ahead with that. So just give him a couple of minutes to come in here. I have messaged him a couple of times now, so hopefully he's okay. If there's any issues, dude, just send us a message in Discord, no problem. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed the battles today. I am obviously, if it's not already obvious, I'm brand new to all of this. But I love doing content, I love streaming, and I really enjoyed getting part of the community here. So thank you to everybody today that has joined. I really appreciate it. And I hope you guys are enjoying the tournament as well. And I'm sure as we go through the weeks here, and I do this multiple times per week, hopefully it should become a little bit easier for me, and should be able to get this going a little bit more smoothly. So I'll just say Owie Dowie is playing Warhammer 2, so he is online. Thank you very much, dude. Here we go. We have Owie Dowie in. Fantastic. If you enjoy the stream and hit that thumbs up and sub button, rumor has it logic will give you a high five. I mean, it is rumor I do give out high fives for likes and subscribes. It is a rumor. It is a rumor. Maybe you'll have to do it and see and find out. So let's have a little looky here. So, Maker, you'll be making the first ban, please. Oh, classic Maker coming in. I think he's banned Dwarfs everything the time. He banned Dwarfs when he played me. Dwarfs are a hard faction to come up against. I can see there's a theme going on here with Howie Dowie. I think he likes the lizards. High five, dude. How you doing, Parkerilla? Better trust than the man armed with bread, guys. I mean, listen, if there's a man armed with bread, you've always got to take caution. I'll go Skaven and ban. Oh, okay, and ban what else? Okay. So Maker coming in with the Skaven, and let's see what Owie Dowie does here. I think if he goes with his normal pick, which is Lizardmen here, I think that could be quite difficult up against Skaven. I think we might see a small change here for Owie Dowie. I've only seen him play Skaven so far, and he's a good Skaven player. He's a very good Skaven, sorry. He's a very good Dino player. So I'll be interested to see what he can do with some other factions here. The bread guy is 4-0, just saying. Listen, the bread guy is 4-0, but that's because he didn't play me. That's why. Nope, he would have been 5-0 if he played me. Small outs so lizards can be a good pick. Actually, that's a good point. I do need to change the map. So we're on Summer Song here. So these maps were put in before. There we go. Okay, so I guess I'll go greenskins. Okie dokie. Right, so looks like we're going to be having greenskins up against Skaven here. So, had a chat with Robert Ducker Wall here about this, and we reckon this is the #1 up against the #2 faction, so this should be quite interesting. No, so that tasty snack is going to end up in my stomach. It's called Destiny. Don't fight it. Don't throw it away. Yeah, sorry, dude. I didn't change it. Yeah, normally when I play on either quick battles or I play up against a few of you guys, you end up sorting that out for me. So this is all a little bit new to me. For those that don't know me, actually I play a lot of campaign, but I really want to come over to multiplayer. I've really enjoyed the multiplayer scene. I love campaign, don't get me wrong, and I've loved playing thousands of hours of campaign. I love it. Most of my streams are on Legendary, and that's just what I do. I love doing Legendary campaigns. They're really tough, they're really enjoyable, and the memes are just as big on campaign with Nakai as they are in multiplayer, don't worry. But yeah, I'm really enjoying coming over to multiplayer, and I'm going to be playing a lot more of this. And there should be another one of these next week, guys. So for anybody that did miss out today, do not be alarmed. There will be another one of these. I'm hoping to do it next Friday as well. So if anybody here wants to get involved, please do let me know. I'll be putting up a BattleMania again, #2, up for next Friday, so that we can get as many viewing as possible and playing as much as we can. And I think the great idea here between winners and losing brackets is all of you get to fight up against multiple different people and have as much fun as possible. That's the plan. So yeah, so Maker's done really well here today. We did have a chat with Post Deviant. There was a little bit of an error there. He had a chat with the Rubber Ducker War. There was a small error. I think everybody shook hands and said sorry, and it's all over now. It was just I think it was just a small minor thing there, but it seems that everybody's happy now, and Post Deviant really enjoyed it, and I'm glad he had fun, and I'm glad everybody else here had fun today. If there are any issues, guys, please do not be afraid to send me a personal message. The 4-0 is... So what Robert Ducker Ward didn't tell you is he's been actually he's been playing against me every single day, like multiple times a day, just to practice for this one tournament. He said, listen, if I'm going to win any tournament, it needs to be this. He needs to be crowned the BattleMania champion. So yeah, that's what he's been coming in today to do. He said that was his one objective. Awesome. So we have one ready. So we have Maker coming in with. I'd be very interested to see what they bring with Skaven. I think Skaven have a lot of awesome units here. You can justify most things in their roster. Not everything, but a lot of things. My main plan was to get to the final, then classic meme lord. Plan on track so far. Really, you'd throw up against a Noble Life, or maybe up against Maker or Owie Dowie? I don't think you would. I don't think you would. I don't think the Breadlords would let you. I think the Breadlords would have their way with you if you did that. Just waiting on Owie Dowie here. Sounds good, him throwing up against you as a noob for life. I imagine it does. That's right, you should play against, you should try and learn multiplayer against Rubber Duck War. So here we go, we're going to go on 100% logic, we're going to go 100% in, and you're going to learn as quickly as possible while I demolish you over and over again until you learn. So when you lose, can you still say it was part of the plan? It's always part of the plan when it comes to Rubber Duck War, it's always part of the plan. Everything he does is part of the plan. Nearly had a heart attack. Alright, we're ready with both. Great, let's get straight into this, guys. So I did get the fortunate chance to play against Maker in the beginning because Potato wasn't able to turn up, and it was a really fantastic game. So he is a very, very good player here, and Owie Dowie has come through into the losers bracket to make it into this stage. These guys are very, very good players here. I've not played against either before, but they're showing their stuff here today. So just wait for these guys to load in. Right, here we go. It seems to be loading in here. So I think we'll start off with the units of the Skaven here. So we're going to go with the Skaven here with Maker. So it looks like he's going to be coming in with a Grace here of Plague. Is that for him? Yes, we can go on him here. So he's got Arcane Conduit, he's got Vermintide, the dreaded 13th spell, so we've got a summon explosion coming in there. We also have Unholy Clamour with him and Scorch. So that should be quite interesting there coming in with the Grace here. I think that's quite a common pick. We also have 4 units here of Clan Spears. What else have we got here in the front line? So we have Skaven Spears as well. So pretty standard stuff here on the front line. Yeah, just a normal. So we do have Storm Vermin with Halberds. We do have the Storm Vermin, we do have the Council Guard, the Regiment Renowned. These guys are unbreakable. I do really like this unit. We do have Poison Wind Mortars. These guys always paying for themselves as per usual. We have some Night Runner Slings coming in, and we're going to have 3 units of Rat Ogres. So pretty standard army coming in here from Maker. And let's have a look at the forces of the Greenskins. So we're going to be having some Savage Orcs. So these are the 550 ones. Let's get that right this time. So we're going to have some of those. We've got some Stone Trolls. We're going to be coming in with Grom the Paunch. Let's get in on Grom if we can. So Grom's going to be coming in with Lucky Banner, which I think is a very good one. The Great in his ear and Language of the Boys. I think he's going to be a very good pick here, getting in with his regen and his mass. So we have some more Savage Orcs there. There looks like like sort of 4 units there. We have the Rusty Arrows, which come with some good AP value. Night Goblins, Night Goblin Archers. Some more Night Goblins, some more Night Goblin Archers. It looks like we're going to have the Regiment of Renowned Forest Goblin Spider Archers here, and some 2 units of Normals. And on this side here, we're going to have some more Night Goblin Archers and some. Ooh, we're going to have the Regiment of Renowned here. Now the Regiment of Renowned Night Goblins. So yes, we've got lovely big chaffy lines here. There's going to be some spells coming in. There's a little bit more range than I was expecting here from the Greenskins, but it should be interesting to see what happens here. Let's say, ready when these guys are. Good luck, have fun, guys. There we go. I do like to see that in the chat. Good luck, have fun. Good sportsmanship from these guys. So let's hop into it and see what happens. Yeah, so the winner of this will fight up against Noob. And then the winner of Noob and whoever wins here will fight up against a Road War in the final. So we're going to move in here. Oh, I did miss the Night Goblin Shaman. I do apologise. That is a mistake from me, but we'll try and keep on top of that as the battle goes. So it looks like we're going to be pushing through here with the Greenskins. He's going to try and get on, but these Wind Globes are going to come in and they're going to cause that poison damage. Look at that damage coming through, and look at the look at the leadership drop in there. Massive amount of leadership drop in. So on this right hand side here, both engaging here. He's going to try and get around and just ignore these Skaven slaves and really try and get inside using his mobility. So they are going to break these guys very, very quickly. But we do have a good line here. Oh, we do have some magic coming through here. That looks like, yeah, doing okay amount of damage there. Coming in from the Greyseer. So he's going to come in on his bell and he's just going to cause just some negative to leadership. And he's just going to try in and really get into that chaff and really shut down these Night Goblins. But we do have Grom here. I really want to see Grom get into the back line and really try and get onto these Night Runner slings. But we do have some Forest Goblin Spider Riders coming from the back, coming from a Vanguard back here. And hopefully these guys can get onto some of the units here with the Night Runner slings here on the left and the right hand side. But they seem to have stopped for now. But there's a big one going down here. So we do have Gorkle Fix It coming in here on these units here. That's going to give the negative charge and negative speed. Although we do also have Unholy Glamour coming through, so that's going to give increased leadership and vigour. Coming with Mass Fire, we've got a blob really forming here. We're going to be getting the Savage Orcs coming up against the Storm Vermin here. And we do have some Stone Trolls coming in, really trying to pin in this Greyseer. We do have Grom pinning him in. I feel like the Greyseer is really going to get hit very hard here if he stays here. He really needs to try and get these Storm Vermin in and really try and help. But he does have covering fire from the Night Runner slings coming in. And looks like the Rat Ogres are getting routed. So this Skaven army really crumbling from the front here. Well, there's a good Archer fire line here coming in, but we do have some Forest Goblin Spider Riders breaking back. I'd like to see these guys come around the back and do a little bit more, but it looks like a war has been popped here on the front line. As we do have the Hell Pit fighters coming through here, the Rat Ogres. So it looks like Grom has pushed through onto a unit of Night Runner slings. And we could do with some counter here coming in from the Skaven from Maker. Really try and push onto Grim and pin him in place. Maybe get the Rat Ogres in there to really try and beat him down if they can. But we do have units coming back here. So the Skaven Slaves are obviously going to be pushed off relatively quickly. But he does have the Night Runners and the Globadiers really shooting. Look at that damage coming through here onto the Rusty Arrows. Fantastic amount of damage coming in for the Globes there. So as we can see, we've got the Rat Ogres here on the left-hand side. But we still have these Forest Goblins here shooting into the units of Storm Vermin. They're going to get some good value there. These guys have a lot of armor, but causing the poison there is really going to slow them down and really make them weaker. But we do have the Stone Trolls coming through up onto the unit of Clan Rats. We do have a lot of units here routing from the Skaven. Pretty even battle here, probably slightly favouring the Skaven at the moment. We do have some units out of the wings here. We do have some Forest Goblin Spider Riders not being utilised. They could really do with coming around the back. And we do have some Skaven Spears coming. They do need to come and block for the Greyseer here, who has taken a tremendous amount of damage coming from this blob here in the middle. But we do have another blob forming here around Grom the Paunch. But we do have the Goblin Shaman coming in here, fighting up against the Storm Vermin here, up against the Council Guard. These guys are here. The Storm Vermin here are just here just to hold. So hopefully they can try. We need to try and shut down these. We need to try and shut down these arrows coming in and shooting and doing quite a significant amount of damage. But Grom is in the middle here, and he has popped. The Great Un is here, so it's going to give it area effect with plus leadership and plus melee attack here. But he has managed to get his front line of Savage Lords onto the Storm Vermin and really pinning in all these units here with the Rat Ogres. And in the flanks here, we do still have some units here not being utilised by the Greenskins, but a lot of the Skaven army here is getting routed. And here, if Maker's not careful, he's going to get a majority rout here, especially he could lose his Lord here very quickly. He can very much use to getting spiders around the side here and really chasing this Lord off. He does have a unit of spiders here, so he really does need to try and chase this off. He does need to prioritise that, as some of these units are coming back. So here, we do have Maker. He has managed to keep the Poison Wind Waters online, and they do have Silver Chevrons coming through here. So these guys have done a tremendous amount of damage. I imagine they've got lots of value coming through. So the war has been popped, and Grom is in the middle. We do need to get Grom through and onto these Poison Wind Mortars. But I think at the moment here, unfortunately for the Skaven, they are buckling from the front line. As we can see, the Greyseer is coming back in. So he is running Unholy Glamour. He's trying to keep the leadership and trying to keep his front line fighting. He does need to get these poison wind mortars out of there though. So a good spell coming through here, really pushing off these Savage Orcs. And he's managed to get his fire line back on here with the Night Runners. Shooting into the... Unfortunately, shooting into the Stone Trolls that also have regeneration is not going to be helpful. He needs to really push off some of this front line with these Savage Orcs. But we do have lots of units here in the wings that are not being utilised that could really do with getting back into the fight here. But Grom here and his little mob here have really gotten in, and he needs to push his Gracier off. He pushes his Gracier off. I think it's GG's. I think there's not a lot that the Skaveneer have left, as he has basically lost his Storm Vermin here, and the Council Guard are nowhere to be seen. But he does have a unit of Night Runslingers that has come back and is shooting in from the sides here. He does have a unit of the Regiment Round Forest Goblins here. They could do with pushing these guys off, stopping them from shooting. The Council Guard here down to 43 models with only 1.4k of hit points left. But it does seem that the Forest Goblins here will be running off the battlefield, unfortunately. The Skaven are very close. And what do we have here? So it looks like the Plagues here did go down. And I think, unfortunately, that is it here, probably for the Skaven. But although a lot of the Greenskins are routing here. But Grom is still quite healthy. And he does have... He's still got a long way on that regen. He is pushing a lot of the Skaven off, as the Stone Trolls will be coming through, causing that massive damage. But we do still have some Rat Ogres coming in here. They should be able to counter quite nicely up against some of this chaffier units. But he still does have the Night Goblin Shaman, so the magic here is favouring the Greenskins, and we'll be popping here. So here we're also going to be popping, it looks like Gork will fix it, so just reduction of speed and charge, and that will be the end of the battle there. Yeah, very nice battle there, guys. Very, very, very nice, very close battle there. Well, very well done to both guys here. Nice 20 stack coming in here for Maker. Grom the Paunch coming in with 1.2k value, doing 12,000 damage. I am a big fan of Grom. He is probably one of my... he's probably my favourite Greenskin Lord, really. And I do like the Night Goblin Shaman pick. Coming in with the Aero Effect buffs as well, and debuffs. But I do like the front line here of... I do like Savage Orcs and Savage Orc Biggins. I think they're very, very good units. The Rusty Arrows really, really got shut down by those Poison Winds. Where are they? They did lots and lots of damage. Can we see these guys? Where are they? I definitely saw some Poison Winds. Why can't I see them? Oh, here we go. Coming in with 2.2k value. Fantastic amount. 23,000 damage, 121 kills. Gaining rank 5 here, guys. Fantastic amount of value coming in here. And the Storm Vermin only coming in with 1.1k value. These guys did hold up and do their job, getting in with a good amount of kills, but there wasn't much for the target here, apart from maybe something like the Stone Trolls. But a fantastic battle here, guys, and well played by both guys. So we'll just, if we get you in here, please, Noob for Life. Just get that bracket updated. So who's it going to be at Rubber Dog War? Who are you going to face in the final? Right, let's get the map ready. Right, so the map here is Alpine Ridge. So I'm going to be at the top. Oh, I have to go through and find it. Oh, is it MP? Is it under MP? Let's have a look. MP Alpine Ridge. There we go. Right, give me 30 seconds, guys. I'm just going to grab some water. Perfect. Alright, do you want to run ready, buddy? Yeah, so we'll have Owie Dowie here in the losers bracket final up against Noob for Life. So we'll have Noob for Life banning first. Okay, Owie Dowie is coming. So well played to Baker there. Fantastic match there, guys, for the semi-finals. That's all the semi-finals completed now, so we just have 2 finals left. So it will be a Noob for Life coming up against Owie Dowie. And then we'll be having the winner of these two go up against a Rubber Duck War for the final. So it should be a very interesting final here. A Rubber Duck War coming on, practicing for weeks. You guys haven't seen the behind the scenes. He's really been sweating this out, you know, getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning, playing till about 1 o'clock in the morning, you know, getting those 16 hours in. Really getting that practice in. Well, I'm not sure where he went. It was probably my fault. Right, so let's just get him in here then. Just a little bit confusing here, no worries. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, sorry. For some reason, I thought Rubber Duck War was playing in this next one, but yeah. There we go. So, Noob to ban first. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Big hill map indeed. This one will be played on the losers final here, and it will be played on the losers winner bracket final as well. Yeah, I thought for simplicity we wouldn't have too many maps here. We just have some good overall maps that are fairly balanced, and but we can always change the maps if you guys don't want to see the same map twice. That's fine. Okay, so looks like we got a greenskin band coming in from Noob, and then a Wood Elf a band coming in from Dowie. I'm sure Rubber Duck of War is just been waiting for food. What's the state of play? So the state of play right now is that we have a Noob for Life playing up in the final loser bracket up against Owie Dowie. Whoever wins here plays a Rubber Duck of War in the final. So it looks like it might be the lizards here for Noob, I think. Maybe he's just cycling through and deciding what he wants to do. Lizardman, Bandawi. Okay. So that does leave Skaven and that does leave Vampire Pirates open for a good counter here. Or maybe Owie Dowie will do the old mirror match. He did do a mirror match and nearly beat the Lizardman King himself, which is a Rubber Duck of War. Just waiting for Owie Dowie to make a decision here. I think he's, yeah, I think if I was playing this, I would probably go VP, I think. Nice good counter to Lizardmen. Oh, here we go. Another Lizardman matchup. Okie dokie. Okay, so we're probably going to see some massive dinos coming in here. Our Rubber Duck of War is back. We need some more slant on slant slapping. I think we're going to get some more slant on slant slapping here. Going to get some life slants coming in, probably slapping themselves about. And maybe get some Dreadosaurians in here, perhaps. Maybe see the ROR come in. I know the ROR is a big fan of Owie Dowie. He likes him in that quite a lot. Be very interesting. Oh, okie dokie. We've gone for a TTT pick. Now, this is a bold selection. Coming in with the memes, I think. Yeah, I know. You saw it when I saw it. Oh, dear. So, it looks like TTT will be being picked here. Very, very interesting. Coming in with the memes. Sending a message here to Rubber Duck of War. A new for life, true, respected meme. I mean, you've got to respect it. I mean, TTT, I think I don't need to say anything about TTT to you guys. You know everything you need to know about him. I did actually lose to him on ladder. I played Energize on ladder and he beat me using TTT. He came in with quite the Air Force and actually played really, really well. Too bad. DEOP. Yeah. Hello, Grumpy God. How you doing, bro? I hope you're having a good day. I want to see TTT get two-shotted by the Dreadosaurian. Yeah, I literally want to see TTT like swan dive straight in to the ROR Dreadosaurian. Get straight to that shredder. All right, looks like we have a lock in here. Probably going to see some Razordon hunting packs coming in here as well, getting that good AP value here up against the big dinos. What else are we going to see? We're probably going to see some Chameleon Skinks. Maybe a couple of big dinos, maybe like a Feral Carnosaur or something. Maybe a Shredder coming in. Probably two Slans. If we get into some big monsters here, we're going to get some Slans of life. It should be interesting. Although in the last matchup, Owie Dowie did bring a Firecaster, so it should be interesting. It looks like New for Life isn't ready. Good to see you here. So Rubber Duck of War, maybe you put in the chat, maybe what would you like to see here? Like, you are the Lizardman King. What is it that you want to see here from this matchup? Now we see that New for Life here is going with TTT, which I think is a very bold pick. Obviously, he can't take a slant. Sorry, he can't take a slant if he's taking TTT. So he's going to maybe have to take like a skink. Very interested to see what he takes. Limits himself quite a lot actually. If Owie Dowie brings Nakai, Nakai and TTT matchup could be for the ages. This could be the stream of the ages if that happens. And I would specifically want the two of them to go off on the side and fight it man to man. Alright, here we go. So we're going to go with the Lizardman over here with Owie Dowie. So it looks like we're going to be having 3 units of skink skirmishers, maybe a 4th unit here. So a 4th unit of skink skirmishers. We're going to be having some temple guards, some Saurus warriors, skink cohorts. So we're going to be having 4 units of skink cohorts here. We're going to have the Umbral Tide. I do like the Umbral Tide here. Where is he deploying? Over here on the left hand side. So we do have a unit of Temple Guard, 2 units of Temple Guard, and we're coming with Lord Mazda Mundi. So let's get on our Mazda. Let's see what he's got today. So he's going to be coming with Banishment, Shield of the Old Ones, Apotheosis, Curse of the Midnight Wind, Harmonic Convergence, and a net of Amentok. So pretty standard here coming in from him. Yeah, pretty standard coming in from Lord Mazda Mundi. And he's also going to be having some Colossal Hunters, the ROR. He's also going to be having 2 Skink Chiefs up in the sky here. A big fan of these guys. Very, very big fan of these. And for the forces here for Noob for Live. So we're going to be having the big TTT coming in here. Tic-tac-toe. And we're also going to be having, so it looks like we've got some chameleon skinks here in the front. We're going to be having some Cold Riders on the flank. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units of skink cohort with javelins. Big fan of these. So we have 2 units of chameleon skinks. Is that the same one from the Razordon hunting pack coming there in the rear? Stegodon here. We're also going to be having the ROR Red-Crested Skinks. Skink are here of Beasts. A Razordon hunting pack. So we're going to have multiple Razordon hunting packs coming in here. Some Cold One Spear Riders here and a 2nd unit there. Let's pop in on this big boy here and see what we've got. Where did he go? There he is. So he's just going to be coming in with Transformation of Kadon, so he's going to be getting those Manticore summons and Flock of Doom. Okay, so this should be quite an interesting battle here, guys. I don't have the biggest knowledge when it comes to mirror matches, especially between the dinos here. I don't have the greatest knowledge, but it should be very interesting. I'm more fancying the forces here by Noob for Life with the Razordon hunting packs, but it should be interesting to see, because we also do have some elite frontline coming in here with Owie Dowie and the Temple Guard. But the tic-tac-toe choice is interesting. We'll see how that pans out. So it looks like his forces are immediately going to be seen in the trees here. So we do have some skink skirmishers that will immediately be hopped on by the Ripidactyl Riders here. And it looks like we're going to be having a lot of skirmishing coming in from the chameleon skinks here. And we do have some skirmishing coming in from the skink chiefs. There's going to be a lot of skirmishing coming in here. And there's going to have to be some good maneuvering here to try and get around on the flanks and really pin apart these units. Looks like TTT has moved to the back of the battlefield, as he has recognised he does have 2 skink chiefs that could very easily chase him down and shoot him over time. We've seen that both forces here have backed off, and they're going to maybe try and reposition and see if they can try and get an advantage, or maybe onto the flank of one or the other. I'm not sure. No, it doesn't. It might be lagging here, but it does seem that the Owie Dowie is moving with his skink chiefs. But it doesn't appear that either one of these guys, I think it is lagging very heavily. It doesn't seem that either one is, no, they are attacking now. So we have the Stegodon coming through, shooting here into the Umbral Tide. And with that in place, I think Owie Dowie is probably going to move behind this mound and then try and see if he can get up and around and try and avoid that fire of the Stegodon there. But we do have a unit coming through here, so we have the community skinks coming to the ridge. I'm probably going to try and shoot over into these. And we're going to have Lord Mazda Mundi really skirting away here on his little chair, trying to get as close as he can to pop some of his magic in here. Oh, so there's quite a bit of lag here, I'm afraid, guys. I'm not too sure why. Okay, so there is a spell going down here. There's a net of Amentok, so maybe we're just going to get some shot coming in here. Maybe we're going to try and get the Temple Guard in there, or try and get the Umbral Tide on to shoot these guys as well. Okay, so it looks like he's going to try and counter skirmish with the skinks up against the skink cohorts with javelins here. These guys are taking a lot of damage coming in here from the Umbral Tide, breaking a unit of chameleon skinks. A very good net there, getting some good value breaking those chameleon skinks. They will come back though, however. No, oh, maybe they're not going to break. I thought they were going to break here, but it doesn't look like they're going to break. But they are shooting over, and they are shooting into this unit of Saurus Warriors and into Lord Mazdamundi. These guys do need to be pushed off as quickly as possible, and the Umbral Tide is doing that. I'd like to see so the Skink Chiefs are going to get shot relatively hard here by the Skink cohorts if they stay in position close enough to these guys. They really need to be using their speed and their mobility to try and get around on the flanks. And I've seen that Awidawi is trying to get around the side here with his Skink skirmishers, which I think is not a bad move. So he has eventually broken New for Life's units, one of his 2 units of chameleon skinks. But interesting to see here how either one of these are going to push. There's going to be one opening come up here from one of these guys, and we're going to see just an absolute explosion where the front lines come together. So it looks like Awidawi is going to try and maneuver his skinks around, try and waste some of the ammunition here, and try and bait in the chameleon skinks. The chameleon skinks here just sat on the side here, shooting into the very healthy Saurus Warriors here. They are going to do some good damage, and they are going to try and push them off. He should try and get some units in here to counter skirmish that. Maybe try and use the Umbral Tide to come in and push these guys off. But the irritating skink chiefs here, just shooting into the chameleon skinks, getting some value for themselves. We'll try going over the top and trying to shoot into the chameleon skinks. So he's really trying to bait using the skink chiefs, really trying to bait them in so you can really take them out here with the Umbral Tide. So it seems that you're going to be trying to move the... so he's going to use the Apotheosis here on his Reptile Riders, but he is getting his Skink Skirmishers forward here. This mound here makes it very difficult for both these guys to push. But it doesn't... Awidawi does have his forces here on the flank, but it's very difficult to push when he's got set Skink cohorts here. I'd like to see Mazdamundi getting forward, maybe using some banishments, Shield of the Old Ones, getting some good pushes here with the Saurus Warriors here, and maybe getting the Temple Guard forward as well. I'm really going to struggle to see how Tic-Tac-Toe is going to have an influence here. He's going to really struggle with these guys up in the sky, and it's going to be quite difficult when he's got the ability here just to net him in place and get him shot. But it seems that Awidawi is moving forward, trying to get as much free value as he possibly can. But these guys are just going to be skirmishing each other here up until the end. Yeah, it's a good banishment combo on top of the net there. There you go, so he has baited them in with some shooting as well, so it looks like that New for Life has seen the opportunity to come forward, and it looks like, yeah, as I said here, they're going to be hitting each other very hard now. There seems to be maybe a good bait and switch here, but it looks like the Skink Chiefs are taking a big amount of damage. The Skink cohort here has pushed forward, but it seems to be in standstill, and it will allow the Cobalt Riders to really get onto these units and get some free value here, unfortunately. Unfortunately, a bit of miss micro there, but over the top here, we do have Tic-Tac-Toe coming in. The Tic-Tac-Toe might try and push off some of these Skink skirmishers, but he's just going to get shot whilst he does this, because these guys can move and shoot at the same time. So we do have a Shield of the Old Ones going over here, but as he's going to be trying to push with the Saurus ones on top of the Razor hunting packs, and it looks like the banishment as well going down. And a Ruination in the City's really wrecking apart these Skink cohorts and doing tons of damage to the Razor Dawn hunting packs there. Fantastic good combo there. A bit laggy here, guys, unfortunately. But just like in the front here, we do have some community skinks shooting directly into the Skink cohorts that are, I think they're not shooting them, but they need to try and get some value up against these Temple Guard. The Tic-Tac-Toe has been pushed off by the fight, and the Umbral Tide coming in and really going to hit Tic-Tac-Toe very, very, very hard here. Very, very good push here by Awidawi. And they are having a big fight in the back here with some Cold Ones coming in, really trying to come up against the, and being countered here by the Pterodactyl Riders. And we do have the Skin cohorts here that will lose to the Cold One Spear Riders, but it's good that they can push them off and really try and get onto the Skin cohorts with Javelins here. They have pushed into the middle here, and we got a good amount of damage here coming in from the Razor hunting packs using their fire abilities here. And is this a net coming in here? Yes, we do have a net here on Tic-Tac-Toe, and there is going to be a big goon skull come on here, I imagine. It looks like Mazdamundi is going to scout on his share over in this direction, but it does look like Tic-Tac-Toe got away there, unfortunately. But a good bit of poison and maybe a bit of catching here by the Skink Chiefs and the Ripple Riders should be able to take down Tic-Tac-Toe. But what's going on here? Is this, let's have a look here. So we do have the Curse of the Midnight Wind going down here, as we do have the Saurus Warriors inside, but these guys should be able to push away, and the Saurus Warriors unfortunately are not going to catch them. But the Umbral Tide is coming in and really hitting hard on these Razors on Hunter's match. Very, very, very good micro coming in there from the Umbral Tide there from Awi Dawi. Over here on the flank, we do have a Feral Manticore coming in. So this is good, good Terror Poison units. You should be able to get this into the back line and utilise this in scaring off some of these units. We do have some Cold Ones out here from Nuke 5 out here on the flank that could be utilised a little bit more. But over here we do have some Skink Cohorts going up against some Cold Ones. And unfortunately for Awi Dawi, he is using these Skink Cohorts here whilst being pushed here by the Cold One Spear Riders. Up here in the front, it would look like Tic-Tac-Toe is just about to break. He's been hit very hard here and countered by these Skink Chiefs and coming in with the Colossal Hunters here. But the Feral Manticore is going to try and push off the Colossal Hunters. These guys just need to run away as this summon will eventually go. They stay away from this, they'll be able to come back in, and the Razor Hunting Packs are going to come in, but he just needs to try and utilise some of these units to push them off the map, because he could get some good values from these. The Community Skinks shooting in the back here of the Saurus Warriors. He needs to get these back to the middle and fighting up against some of these units that are a bit more statutory. So just on the Colossal Hunters here, do have Harmonic Convergence here, and do have extra AP value when coming up against the Stegodon. The Stegodon has been broken. So it looks like the forces here of A New for Life here and the Lizardmen are struggling a little bit up here against the counter skirmishing coming in here from Awi Dawi. So it looks like Tic-Tac-Toe has come back, and he will be coming back to the battle, but it does look like a Shield of the Old Ones is coming in, as we have a massive Umbral Tide fire here coming into this big blob here in the middle with the Feral Manticore, really trying to jump on top of Lord Mazdamundi. And the Cold Ones here, they really tried to snipe out Mazdamundi, but he's used the Shield of the Old Ones here to try and protect himself and push some of these guys off. But Awi Dawi I'm really liking the play here with the Umbral Tide. He's doing very, very well with those, but he is trying to get Tic-Tac-Toe and some skirmishers onto these Umbral Tide. He does need to shut these guys down. But the Skink Skirmishers in the back are getting onto the Skink Skirmishers here of Nude for Life. I think here, unfortunately for Nude for Life, that could nearly be it. A lot of his forces here are struggling, and Tic-Tac-Toe is very low on health. When Tic-Tac-Toe is gone and broken, I think he could struggle here very much. But although they have managed to get onto Lord Mazdamundi, so it looks like the Skink Priest here of Beast has got onto them, but Awi Dawi is shooting him in the back here with the Skink Skirmishers. Lord Mazdamundi will take a bit of damage there, but I don't mind that engagement. But it does look like the Stegodon has come back, so we do need New for Life getting this back online and getting its value in there. But it looks like the units of Awi Dawi and his Skink Skirmishers and the cohort Skinks here coming in and pushing off the Cold One Spear Riders, poisoning them, making them slower, and really taking these guys down with slow attrition. So it would look like Tic-Tac-Toe has been broken and pushed off the battlefield, and there is still this block going on here between the Skink Priest and Lord Mazdamundi. Lord Mazdamundi does have Harmonic Convergence on him, the big toad coming with the 24 melee attack, 24 melee defense, really trying to push off the Feral Manticore and the Skink Priest. But unfortunately, I think that looks to be it here for the armies of Noob for Life. He's just shooting into the last healthy unit here of Cold One Spears as they're going up against the Umbral Tide. We do have some units coming in on the outskirts here for Noob for Life, but most of them pretty damaged, pretty broken, unfortunately. And we do have Mazdamundi here chasing off the Skink Priest, and yep, there we go, and that is game. What a fantastic game between these guys, and it's really interesting to see a brand new guy in Awi Dawi come in and do fantastically well. So out of 2 battles we had a mirror match between Lizardmen, he's come up winning 1 out of 2, only merely losing to the Dino Lord himself. So here we go, guys. Let's have a little breakdown here. So Tic-Tac-Toe, although a fantastic meme pip, unfortunately there wasn't much for him to go here. What's that, buddy? Yeah, the rematch between you two, bro. It's going to be a big, big rematch. That's okay, dude. Don't worry, Flex. I get mixed up as well sometimes. It's confusing for me as well. So the Skid Priest here coming in with 1.5k value, and unfortunately Tic Tac Toe here not coming in with so much. I do really like the Red Crested Springs ROR pick. If you can pop their ability not die, and they don't lose any units, they can get some good value. I really do like these guys. Skin Skirmishers always coming in with okay amount of damage, but as you can see here, not a great amount of value coming in from the Community Skinks, and a lot more here coming over on this side from the Skink Skirmishers, getting 800 value here, and just some good value across the board. The Umbral Tide here, I think, is the one that won it here for Owie Dowie. A fantastic pick in my opinion. I really liked these guys. And also the Colossal Hunters coming in with the Skink Chiefs, really pushing off some of those units was actually really good. I really like the Skink Chief pick. It's very good. Nodokai doesn't... I mean, I agree, Grumpy. I agree that we need Nakai in here. And listen, if Rubber Duck Award's going to come through with the true bred wins that we know he can, we know we're going to see Nakai in the next round. That is a big call out. But also Lord Master Moody coming in with a 2.1k value, and actually the Temple Guard getting in and doing some very good amount of damage. Very good game here by these guys. GG's, well played out at Owie Dowie. Fantastic play there, and I do appreciate the big memes coming in here. Bringing TTT, what a pick, what a pick. Let's get that updated here on the board. So there we go, we'll have Owie Dowie going up 1-0 and winning that one. Then we have a Rubber Duck Award in the final here, up against Owie Dowie. Just invite the big man himself in here today. Here he is, the big melon lord. Another mirror match. It could be another mirror match if Owie Dowie... I don't know if Owie Dowie wants to do another mirror match up against Rubber Duck Award. That's what lost him the last one and got him into the losers bracket. But he has clawed really deep here to get back into the final. But to beat Rubber Duck Award here today, he will have to win both battles. So it's going to have to be a very interesting contest here between these two. And Rubber Duck Award is well known, and is very well known, as the Dino Lord. He is the Lizardman... He's just the Lizardman King. If there's anything to know about Lizardmen, he knows it. TTT won the last, won the heart of the people. It's true, TTT did win the heart of the people, and I really appreciate the pick. I mean, what a pick coming through there. I mean, TTT was a bold pick, but I loved it. I absolutely loved it. So I get 2 lives still. Yep, you still get 2 lives. Yep. Melon to ban first. If go to second game, Owie ban first. Yes, that's correct. So if Melon Lord, or that's his alias there. So if a Rubber Duck Award does lose this one, he does get another one. Only Falcon can make TTT work. I mean, Falcon is the memester himself as well. He does come in with some of the craziest builds I've ever seen. I've even seen people counterpick him. I seem to remember, what was it? Someone picked an old Bretonia into a Wood Elf build he brought, counterpicked him, and I think maybe, was it Aeroclastic maybe? And I think Aeroclastic knew that what he was bringing, and he still won. He still won with the Wood Elves. Same map. Unless you both want a new one. Alright, so just like Melon Lord here, or Rubber Duck Award, he's banned Skaven. Up to you both. I'm going to leave it up to them. If they want a new map, they can have a new map. I completely forgot retrospectively that there would be a loser round 6. That's why we're playing Alpine Ridge on the loser round 6. I didn't think there was going to be one. I thought the final would have been on Alpine Ridge. Okie dokie, so yeah, it should be interesting to see here. So Owie Dowie, he does like... I've only seen him play 2 factions today, Greenskins and the Lizards here. The only 2 I've seen him play, so Be interested to see what he comes in here. I think maybe Robert Ward does know that. He might want to force him into another mirror match because I think that fancies him quite heavily. The other match was close, I must admit. Yeah, throwing was all part of the plan unless he wins. Yeah, basically, you know how Robert Ward works. There's always that back door open. Yeah, I was going to throw it, but actually it wasn't part of the plan anymore, so I won. You know, just how it goes with him. Duck better bring Nakai or I'm unsubbing to his channel. I would go and say that in his Discord. I mean, I agree. I mean, I don't think you should unsub, but I think you should definitely leave a dislike on his video. Because we do need to see Nakai in here. How can we have a tournament and not have Nakai? Actually, in his last tournament that I took place in, we had a one army selection. So you picked an army, you picked a faction, picked an army, you had the army for the entire tournament. And we did have a Nakai player get all the way to the end. Falcon is able to make him kick ass, but main can make it. Yeah, it's true. I mean, Falcon can make anything work, I feel like. That guy is just unreal. Do Pillar of Bone. Okie dokie, we'll do Pillar of Bone. It is. There it is. Another good map there as well. Good map selection. Done. Well, Budak's a good player here. I think if he wants Pillar of Bone, I can't see Robert War having a problem with that. If Robert War wants to change it, yeah, there we go. Robert War is a fantastic sport. He doesn't mind. You know, he's all here for the fun. He's all here to have a good time, and hopefully you guys are as well. Did we have a ban come in here from Owie Dowie? Waiting for your ban, Owie Dowie. Oh, okay. Okay. He's going to ban lizards. I'm not surprised by this. Robot War is the Lizard King. Big quack indeed, Flex. Big quack indeed. I want to see those quacks in the chat. Okay, so there's going to be no mirror there. So we've got a Skaven ban from Robot War, and then we're going to get a Dowie ban coming from Owie Dowie. I don't mind this at all. Any of you have seen Robot War's 3.5 hour breakdown of Lizardmen, it will tell you this, that he knows them tremendously well. I think he's probably one of the best. He's got to be one of the top 3 in the game using the dinos. He's very, very good. So it looks like we're going to be seeing Norska come in today. Robert War, big fan of Vikings, etc. So I'm liking to see these guys come in. Oh, okie dokie. He's going to ban LM. I'm not shocked by that because Owie Dowie is also a tremendously good Lizardman player. If I can't play dinos, no one can. Classic Robert War coming in here. Oh, big quacks, big quacks. How are we doing, guys? I'm assuming we're all in support here for the big Metal Lord himself. Quack with Mr. Holcomb. Oh, okay, so we've got Dowie coming up against Norska. I'm not gonna lie, I really fancy Norska in this build. I'm a big fan of these guys. They have chariots coming in. It'd be interesting to see what Owie Dowie brings here with the dwarfs. They're my main faction when it comes to multiplayer, and dwarfs really struggle up against Norska, in my opinion. I think this heavily favours these guys. Maybe you guys have a different opinion here in the chat, but in my experience of playing the dwarfs, it's not gone very well up against Norska for me. If you're Owie Dowie, what are you bringing here in your faction? And if you're Robert War, what are you bringing in yours? Do leave it in the chat, guys. But yeah, it should be interesting to see if he brings. Be interesting to see if he brings any sort of air force. If he does, it'd be very hard for Rodoko War to counter. Yeah, I mean, Robert Aguilar did play him in this exact scenario, and he is actually very good with Norska. He doesn't use it tremendously often, but he is very good with these guys. Last time I saw Nakai in a tournament, he hid in the trees till he popped out and said hi and instantly died. I mean, like, Nakai could be better if he was made cheaper, don't you think? Like, if you drop some cost on him, like, what would you think it would take to make Nakai viable? Ice Wolf Chariots go. yeah, I think the Ice Wolf Chariots are going to have a lot of fun here on this battlefield. I mean, with that name, Owie Dowie must have something up his sleeves. It's true, we did think this, but he's played Lizardmen all day. I think because he was banning Vampirates and he was banning Skaven, and I imagine that he thought a lot of Dowie is going to come up against him. Although actually, I did see in both of his matchups actually that we've had when he's banned both, we've actually seen Lizardmen go up against Lizardmen. So yeah, it's an interesting one. It'll be hard to cheer for Ducky as he's playing against Dowie. Oh, are you and Dowie teammates? Are you? I'm not too sure there. Or do you guys know each other outside? If I can't play Dinos, no one can. Oh. Well, I think they're going to save Dinos for the final if it does go to an extra game. The guy, if he had a ride, if he could ride a Dreadosaurian, that would be insane. I think I'd pick him every time. I mean, you're gonna problem with Nakai is the cost. Yeah, that's exactly what I think. I think the cost for Nakai is far too expensive. Also, Nakai's charge bonus is a complete joke. Like he's got, I mean, his animations are really good, but his charge bonus, considering, it's just a joke. It's just a joke. How much would he? What is he? He's about 2,200, isn't he? Normally, about that. I think he's quite expensive. Alright, you can't justify taking that sort of expense over, say, Slan of Life or Mazda Mundi. Just so much better. Nakai needs to be held up on the chair by 4 other Corsical, kind of like Thorgrim. I agree. I agree. I could not agree any more with you, Blueberry. I could not agree with you anymore. No, just like the day. But how you doing, Chunky Holcomb? You having a good evening, bro? What have you been up to? No, I just like the Dowie. Oh, fair enough. I'm a big fan of Dowie. Dowie are my faction. I love them. I'm a humongous fan of them. Plus, Scott Agent has a helmet of it, so... Oh, really? Okay. Well, that makes them already more viable than in my opinion. Regarding Nakai to be a viable, you would need to get a role... yeah, okay, and I say... Which... Yeah, I think that's also true. I think to see him be picked more initially, he needs to be cheaper, and then there needs to be some changes within his, within him. Now it should be a link to Skinks, who constantly stem him under the weight. All right, let's have a look here for the Dwarfs and Owie Dowie. Looks like we have some Dwarf Warriors on the front line here. So it looks like we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units of Dwarf Warriors. We're going to be coming in with Dwarf Warriors with great weapons as well. What's going to be looking like? We're going to have some miners here. Looks like, is he allowed to have that many miners? I think he's allowed to have it. He's got 6 units of miners, but 1 regiment around. I think that's okay. If it's not, let me know. We're also going to be having, so there we go. So he's come with the Skyforce. He does have the regiment of Roman Gyro Bomber. Big fan of that. He's also going to be coming in with 2 Orkan guns. They do have a short amount of range, but they do pack a ginormous punch. Only coming in with 300 range, but a massive punch. We also are going to have some Quarrelers. Just looks like 1 unit of Quarrelers here. And he's going to come in with the Ultra Raiders. So these guys are really good. They've got an ability here to be popping onto these guys here. They do have this, which is marked by Orthwar, which gives negative to armor, negative to range resistance, and missile parry from these guys. So I like this. He's going to pop this perhaps on a big unit, such as this Feral Mammoth here, and really going to do some good damage with the range there. So it looks like here at the front, we're obviously going to be seeing some Marauders here. Some Marauders with great weapons. Some Marauder Horsemen. It's just going to be great weapons along the line. Yeah, just some great weapons. Wolfric the Wanderer here. He's going to be coming on his chariot. Let's get on a Wolfric here. Yeah, let's get on a Wolfric. Wolfric's going to be coming with Hunters of Champions, of course. Fight or Die, and he's going to be having a Seafang. Seafang receiving a nerf in the last patch. And Border Ice Wolves on chariots as well. He's going to have a Feral Mammoth, and he's going to be having 2 of them. I actually like the Feral Mammoth here because What's he going to do to stop him getting into the back line? Probably not a lot. And we're also going to be having here, we're also going to be having a BattleMainia of Shadows here. So we're going to be coming in with Arcane Conduit, Squall Shielding, very, very good there. The Withering, which is going to be negative armor and leadership. Pendulum, I really like the Pendulum pick here up against Dowie. And we have Enfeebling Foe. So Pendulum's going to be very good up against a tight packed unit like the Dowie. I don't know if you guys, is 6 units and minus allowed? I'm not entirely sure there on the rules. I think that's allowed. I can't think of any other reason why. So we're ready here. Good luck. Have fun, guys. Let's enjoy this final here between two big players here in Owie Dowie and a Rubber Duck of War. Let's get straight into this. I think immediately here... Yeah. We're going to see some grumpy grey beards in here, that's for sure. Yeah, so we're going to have some immediate fire here coming in for the counter skirmishes of the horsemen. And we're immediately going to get these ice, we're going to get the ice wolf chariots coming in and around the back, really causing some havoc here. It's a very tight box here with some corralers here and both the guns in. If he does get into this box, it could be very dangerous here for the Dowie. And the Eltham Raiders in this pocket, really trying to get onto the front line. So he's going to be flanking here with some Marauders here and really trying to get on the flank here with his little Goon Skull, which are the Ice Chariots, and coming in with Wolfric as well. Oh, sorry, I did miss the Lord here, so we do just have a normal Lord coming in here for Owie Dowie, and we also have a Thane. I do apologise, I did miss that. I don't know how I missed that, but we do have a normal Thane coming, just a naked Thane, and we have a Lord here coming in with, I can't see what that is, unfortunately. But we do have the Ice Wolf Chariots coming in on the side here, up against the Choruses. Immediately got in here and already got some good value here with the Marauders, shutting down this unit of Corridors. So we do have the Miners fighting up here against some Marauders with great weapons, but we also do have the Miners with blasting charges shooting over the top against the Marauders with great weapons. But on the flank here we have some Marauders that are going to try and come inside with the Miners here. But we do have the Feral Mammoth here that has Rampage, and we have got the Mammoths in the middle, so this is a big problem here for Owie Dowie and the Dwarves. Having those Feral Mammoths in the middle, they're really going to cause havoc. We also have Warfric in. He's only literally got to pump... Oh, he's only got to pop onto the Lord here, pop Hunters and Champions, and that will be pretty much game over on that front. Now, he's going to have to be careful here, Rubber Duck of War, with this... with the Flying Force here with the Gyro Bomber, as he's just going to be able to go around and shoot as much as possible. He just needs to stay away from the Mauler Horsemen. But we do have the Chariots on the inside causing unbelievable amount of havoc. But we do have one unit of ice Chariots here going down with the Lord and the Thane popping straight onto these guys. But it looks like the Belfiend here of Shadows is in the middle of the mix, and we do have the big Feral Mammoth just coming in, absolutely slapping these Dowie around. Look at this, really getting into this nice big clump. This is where exactly they're going to be perfect here, but he is getting shot very hard here. We do have the Organ Guns shooting very hard here into the Feral Mammoth, but they have Rampage and they are equipped. They're really destructing these Wolf Warriors. We do have Wolfring coming in, really making this back, and there's the Thane here in between two Feral Mammoths. Not a very good place for him to be in. But we do have the Cannons and the Quarters here with the Eltham Raiders still online, and these Eltham Raiders are going to do a lot of damage when it comes up to the Feral Mammoths and other of those heavy armoured units. Just the Belfiend is going to shut this down. It's a very good move there by Rubber Duck of War, shutting these guys down. And we do have the Miners getting pushed off the map eventually by the great weapons here. And it seems here that unfortunately the Dwarves have been hopped onto, although it's a rather even match here. I do not see this going very well here for the Dwarves, as they have all of their units being hopped onto, and their range will be getting shut down very shortly. We do have Dwarf Warriors getting broken and shattered here, but on the outskirts we do have the Mortal Horsemen coming in and shooting free will, nothing shutting them down, and that is the problem with the Dowie. They do not have the mobility here to shut down skirmish units. There's no Slayers coming in here from the forces of Dowie, which I think is a bit of a bold pick. Now, I always like to see at least one unit of Slayers in a pick for Dowie. I think they're necessary along with a Gyro Bomber unit. They always need to have some sort of flying force with the mobility and some Slayers. Only having one of those here could be quite difficult. The Eltham Raiders do need to run up against the front line here. These guys do need to get online and keep shooting. I think, unfortunately, that's the end of the Dowie here. Well played by Rubber Duck of War here to really get into that box using the Feral Mammoths, and that's what I said from the beginning. The shield is scrolling on these guys. Once they enter the middle, the Dowie have absolutely nothing to stop them. And there's the Broken and Shatter, and that's the end for the Dwarves. So very well played to Rubber Duck of War here. Really getting into that box and absolutely abusing that Dwarf back line. Fantastic and well played here by a Rubber Duck of War. So we have Warfrey coming in with 1,000 value. He did get hit pretty hard, but he came in and got the value he needed and mostly disrupted those range units like the Ultron Raiders and really getting in onto those cannons. As we can see here, the cannons coming in with 800 value and 776, not really paying for themselves. The Gyrobar coming in with 2k value. It is the RAR unit and it is quite expensive, but 2k value is very, very good, and it was going to be an issue here for the Norskans if they weren't able to shut it down, which they really didn't have many. They didn't really have many tools here to shut it down. The Ultron Raiders got some value, but unfortunately got hopped onto very, very early on. Korra's also not coming through with much. The front line here, unfortunately, although it did very, very well with the blasting charges coming in here with the miners on top of the Rangers, did very, very cheap Marauder great weapons here coming in with much, much more value than these guys and out-trading them quite effectively. Although I must say that Awi did do very well on shutting down one of the ice chariots, but the other one getting in the middle and causing some mass disruption. But there was nothing he had to deal with. Unfortunately, he had nothing to deal with his feral mammoths. So very, very, very well played to Rubber Duck of War. He is this week's BattleMania champion. Let's have a look what they're saying here. Love the gyro pick. Yeah, I really like the gyro pick as well. I thought it was a fantastic pick here. Yeah, did not see that coming. It's not often one you see picked. I would have probably picked Grombrindle in this matchup. And then maybe use Flash Bomb there. Sorry guys, we'll come back to the chat in a moment. Double Mammoth, scary. Yeah, Double Mammoth is a pain to deal with. Melon Lord does bring this up against me often, and he is very good with it. Well played, both of you. Thanks for the tournament logic. No problem. You are this week's BattleMania. High five to be delivered via post. High five will be delivered to every single one of you guys that does win BattleMania. So a high five will be delivered to Rubber Duck of War here and more. But fantastically played by him today. Going 5-0 here, not dropping a single map in the 1v1s. Very, very well played to him. Let's catch up with the chat here. Nakai's main. Oh no, we're just below that. Chariot would make sense on Gringor. Chariot would make sense on Gringor as well. Yep, he does have. I think in law he does have that sort of thing. I think. Big Quack coming in here. Yeah, it was all part of the plan apparently. Would you believe it? But yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's stream. It's the very, very first one for me. Thank you very much. Having 16 people come in for my very first tournament, considering I'm very brand new to all of this multiplayer tournament stuff. Thank you so much, everybody coming in, and all the support that I've seen on today's stream. Thank you so much for all of you coming in. I really appreciate it. As I'm sure you can see, I am brand new to all of this. I would like to come back next Friday with another BattleMania and hopefully see more of you come in and play. And I'm just going to keep playing multiplayer, and I'm going to keep coming out with these videos. So if you guys are enjoying this content, please leave a big thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. Comment about what you enjoyed about today's tournament and what you'd like to see going forward. Good man. I really hope it was enjoyable for you guys, and maybe think about subscribing, guys. If you are enjoying this content, I do other things as well. But if you're enjoying this content, please think about subscribing. It will alert you to when I do all my videos and all my streams. And I do have a Discord, so if you guys would like my Discord, I'll leave it in the comments down below. And I will, in the down below as well in the comments, I will be leaving the next BattleMania for next Friday. So that'll be Friday the 19th of February. There'll be the next BattleMania at the same time. Thank you very much, guys. Yeah, and I'll say again, guys, I am brand new to this, and I'm really trying to get to grips with this. I am a campaign player, and I really want to get into the multiplayer scene, and I really love doing stuff like this with you guys. You guys have been nothing but accepting here as a community, so thank you very much for that. If you guys would, I really appreciate you guys subscribing and liking and commenting about how I can improve here with my content. Didn't know about your channel till today. Oh yeah, thanks, dude. Yeah, I am brand new. Yeah, thank you very much, Park Killer, and thank you very much, Grumpy Guard and Blueberry, and every single one of you guys that have jumped in. Yeah, I'm brand new, and I can't wait to get involved with all of you. So thank you very much, guys. I hope to see all of you next week, and I do have a Discord. I hope to see all of you there. Take care.